Oh boy. Life is fun. I have to guess. I have to go into the explanation of what I did. So. Oh gee, oh boy. There's a lot to explain. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start, so I just out to finish this, just as simple as that. I will explain when we're done with this. I will explain when it's over. So yeah, we gotta bash that guy's head in first, and then I explain what happened. God. To get to this part. To get to this part is a little difficult. It's really a little difficult. But first, let's beat this guy.
Let's see how this goes. Dance for me.
Screw you, Takumi.
This is gonna hurt a bit.
Yeah. I must kill, betray. Oh boy, starting the stream and just showing the end. I get there. Oh boy. Hyoma, Takumi, I fulfilled my promise. Rest in peace now, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Huh? Takumi? Takumi, goodbye. You freed my soul too, brother. Thank you. Everyone's dead now. It's a bit, tragic to what happened to everyone. What a great time to walk in. How long have you been on? Hey, I've been on for 5 minutes. You can't believe it, but I beat this. I beat last chapter. It's not even that difficult, honestly. I did beat it with with my eyes closed and in 5 minutes. I will tell you how long it took. I'm gonna show you the ending here. And no one died, by the way, and I didn't have to use buy first strategies. I was a big boy. But there's a lot to explain. Oh, nice job! Thanks, man. What was it that possessed the bodies of King Garen and Takumi? We will go through the ending, and then I will go back to the map and I will tell you what I did, and try to replicate it as best as I can. Or is there some force beyond us, understanding, manipulating us all? Alas, such questions are not meant to be answered by mortals like us. All I know is that the war's finally over. You did well, Darren. Zenda, thank you. Many sacrifices were made along the way. My sanity, my hair, my time, my keyboard. But now this world is finally known peace. I think that alone gives great meaning to all we have done and all we have lost. Agreed, whether others would say our course of action was wrong or right. It was your choice, and your pure heart will never let you astray. That is the only justice one can hope for in this world. Now, in memory of all the lives that were lost in the senseless war, we must create a bright future for the whole world to share. You're right, that's just what we'll do. But wait, something's not right. Where's Azura? She was here just a moment ago. Has anyone seen her?
What?
She was just here. Where did she go? Azura, where are you? That's odd. Where could she have run off to? She is totally dead. She must be somewhere in the castle. This was once her home, after all. Perhaps there's something she wanted to see or do now that she's returned. Huh. Please don't take it for too long. Just finish it so I can explain what I did. But first we need to locate all remaining soldiers and tell them the war's over. I just want to show. Let's do this. I think the only 2 chapters I had to do in the only 3 chapters I had to do in the off screen were Takumi's chapter, the Iago's chapter, and this chapter. But I think I explained a lot for this. And I did show the second half of the Iago chapter, so okay. Not all my fault. I didn't do all of this off stream. For me, honestly, I did a little bit different on the stream, off stream than on stream, and let's go through the story first. From here on forward, let it be known that King Garen, King of Noor, is to be succeeded by Prince Xander, the Noor crown prince and rightful heir. King Xander will rule over Noor and guide us in the new era of peace. Please, my liege, accept this crown as a symbol of our reign. Thank you, Gunther. As king, I vow to rule with dignity and kindness, and to always lead our beloved Noor down the path of peace. Yay, after everyone is dead, you know? You can't have war if everyone that, you know, is disagreeing to you is dead. Xander, you're king now. I've never met anyone more worthy of the title than you. Yes, that role fits you nicely. Here's to a fresh start of the Kingdom of Noor. With you at the helm, I know our kingdom will rise to greatness once more. I just know our Xander will bring hope and prosperity back to this land. I wish Azura would have been here to see Xander's coronation ceremony. Me too, Elise. I can't believe she ran off like that, right when we finally won the war. I can't imagine why she left, but I hope, wherever she is, that she's happy. She was going to leave us, she could have at least said goodbye. Instead, she disappeared like a wave upon the ocean. Fitting, I suppose. Like a wave upon the ocean. Oh, it looks Xander's about to make a speech. His first speech as the king. Let's listen very quietly, Elise. Okay. Tee-hee. He doesn't even have the crown, right? Yeah. Thank you, fellow Norians, for joining me in the celebration. Thank you, fellow Norians and not Hoshidans, because everyone is dead. The war is finally over and we have formed an alliance with Hoshido, with that one person that's left. Though once enemies, our kingdoms will now strive for peace together. Since the war began and long before, both Noor and Hoshido were in agony. Freedom were oppressed, possession were plundered, and the land was ravaged. Rebellions and uprising tore our great kingdom apart. Our world was in pain. I never wish to see that happen again, not to anyone. I won't allow it. As such, all tribes and other people of Noor shall be granted autonomy. We will not seek to expand our borders by infringing upon Hoshidan land. I mean, we can take one or two because, you know, half of them are dead. But hey, instead we shall strive to build a foundation of trust. Both kingdoms will do all we can to plant a seed of mutual respect. In the years to come, I look forward to watching that seed grow. Sorry. We have a long road ahead of us. It will not be easy, but it's worth treading. On this day, as I assume my father's throne, I vow to steady our course. The night sky is dark, but it is what allowed the stars to shine so brilliantly. As king, I hope to be the light that guides Noor out of this long... I have no idea what I play after this, by the way. Probably, maybe Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance. I have no idea. I should probably do another stream, another game as my main stream and see where it goes. For the greater people of Noor, here's a future of peace and prosperity. Wow, that was a beautiful speech, Xander. I'm certain we'll be able to do what father never had the chance to, because, you know, being a slime and all. We're going to build a kind world that people can live happily in. Someday in the far future, people will sing songs about this, after we went through the Third War. That was amazing, Xander. You sounded just like a king. You're so cool, big brother. Elise, keep your voice down and stop waving your hands like a fool. Still be there, whatever it is. Yeah. I will probably... Like I said, no idea what game. And also... I still have to show what I did. I was a little overzealous when I did this. I wanted to go to a certain part, but then I went to the finish line. I'm proud of myself, though. I'm proud of myself that I managed to do this with one royal and you know, all good units, because the tier list was a lie, and you know, freaking Keaton is god tier, Valuria is god tier, Sigbert is god tier, everyone that I used is god tier. Everyone that I used, I got extremely lucky and they went really well. I have no idea. I used actively trying to bring shame to the... If I finish the game with Nyx, Arthur and with Silas, then I can say that I'm an actual god at fates. Calm down, Leo. Why not let her be? In any case, your voice got rather loud as well. Everyone is staring at you. Well, check out that nasty stare Gunther's giving you. We're all going to get an earful about this later. If you could have everyone's attention, the coronation ceremony is now complete. May King Xander reign in glory over our great kingdom forever. By taking everything, King Xander. How wonderful. Come on. More talks. Well done, Xander. What do you think, little prince? Did I sound like a worthy king? Absolutely, your speech was inspiring and looked so cool and powerful up there. Could have made her hear the fuss Elise was making. Yeah, but mean old Gunther scolded me after yeah. Oh, darling, but his lecture only lasted a minute or two. He went easy on you.
What?
I don't know, he looked pretty ticked off to me.
Well,
I would have cried my eyes off after a lecture like that. Hey, Hinoka, Sakura, I'm so happy to see you. You know, it's really awkward that, you know, with both of your brothers gone and the other brother betrayed you. Thanks for coming today.
no.
No thanks required, Darren. Our kingdom signed a permanent peace treaty so we can visit wherever we want. Of course, I'd be here for such a big event. I'd come running whenever you need me. I know, thank you. Hey Sakura, did you see me waving at you, did you?
Yes.
Yes, but isn't that part of why you got scolded? Your excessive waving? Huh? So you heard all that? Stupid Gunther. I thought you looked energetic and happy, and just as a princess should be. But I hope you act a little bit more refined at my coronation ceremony. If you insist. So you are to be the next queen of Bushido, Hinoka. That's lovely. You make a truly stunning queen. It's all been really challenging for Hinoka. She's training to behave more like a queen, but it's going terribly. Sakura, don't go around telling people that. I just can't help it. I never thought it would fall to me to rule. Yeah, it's pretty odd. But you know, I always took it for granted that Ryomot would eventually be king, and after him I suppose I expected to pass it on the honor to Takumi. I never had interest in the throne. My brothers were the bone leaders. Yeah, Darren. No, it's fine. It is what it is. To be honest, I'd still battle with feelings of hatred toward the Northern army. The way they violated our kingdom for so many years. I won't soon forget it. But in time, I know even those wounds will heal. I trust you and Xander to prevent such things from ever happening again. In my heart, I know Ryoma and Takumi don't hold any grudges either. Hinoka.
But
You know, I just to point it out, I think it's a little bit worse on the Norian side because Elise and Xander died in there, and it is rather tough because Camilla's not interested in the throne, so Leo has to do all of that. I feel really bad for those two. Like both Xander and Elise. The Ryoma and Takumi is also bad, but damn man, not Elise. You should know, however, that there are many Hoshins who still don't trust you. I will do all I can to convince the masses, but change won't come easy. I advise all of you to exercise caution when visiting Hoshido. Understood. After all the evil that has been done in the name of Noah, it's only natural. The lives that my kingdom has taken are burden I shall bear for the rest of my life. The blood that was spilled, the tears that fell, the hearts that were broken. For all that and more, I'm truly sorry.
get off.
Please, King Xander. You can't take the blame for all that. As queen, it will be my job to help clear up the misconceptions about Norians. It will take time, but it will happen. I'll make sure of it.
I'll try my best.
I do my best to help out too. Hinoka, Sakura. Darren, when the tension finally subsides on Hoshido, well, I want you to feel free to return to the castle anytime you like. Ryoma and Tsukumi may not be there anymore, but we are. I want you to spend that home there so we can all spend time together as siblings.
Yes.
Thank you, Hinoka. I promise to come visit often. Good. Well, it's getting late. We should be heading back. On behalf of Shido, allow me to thank you for visiting us here today. Us visiting here. Sakura, will you please fetch my Pegasus?
Yes.
Sure. I look forward to seeing you all at the coronation ceremony on Shido.
You know it.
Get the archers ready. This Pegasus will not reach home. I can't wait. See you soon. Off they go. Yes, but you see them again soon. They're your siblings after all. Yes, I'm truly blessed to have so many wonderful siblings in my life, -2, and now I can spend as much time as I want with all of them, -2. Shall we head to the banquet now? A banquet? What banquet? Alright, this is your first time at an important Orient event. In Norway, whenever something big happens at the castle, we hold a royal banquet. But this time it's going to be a huge event that spans the whole capital. Santa decided he wanted to provide food for the whole town, not just for the royals. Now everyone can celebrate the occasion and enjoy the banquet together. Wow, that sounds amazing, doesn't it? I'm gonna serve up yummy food of all kinds to all kinds of people that we stole from Bushido. And they don't need it anyways, because it's just half of them left. But you can't carry it all by yourself, right? I'll go with you. I for one shall busy myself, entertaining your lords and ladies. You must not neglect making a good impression on them as well. I'm counting on all of you tonight. I doubt I'll be able to stray too far from the throne. Time to get cooking and show everyone— oh my god, please. And make sure to set aside a few plates for your favorite food, my lord. Thanks, Jacob. I wonder what kind of food I've served as Northern banquets. This banquet is brimming with jubilation. This is the snow I always dreamed of. Yeah, come on. We gotta reach the end. That is gonna be perfect. Let's enjoy ourselves, seeing Norse, yeah, celebrating. Good. See the light, believe in joy. Good times. There's a lot to explain. There's a lot to explain about the game, about my performance in this mission, about all the chapters. There's a lot to talk about, and you know, I wanna finish this. This place, it reminds me where Azura here. Huh? I'm still a sorcerer, that song. Those revealing clothes, and they're not purple. This must mean this is not the singer from the Songtown, which name I've forgotten. Azura, it's really you. You've come back. Where have you been all this time? Azura? Hello, Darren. What do you think of my song? What do you think of it? It's pretty. I see, but if you listen carefully, you might sense a power you didn't notice before. Really?
Truly.
Yes, I'm sure you feel it this time. Close your eyes and listen within your heart. But I don't.
Go on.
Please, Darren, just do as I say. Okay. Okay, man. So I'm really happy you decided to come back to us. Just having— wait, my eyes are always closed the whole time. How can I see? You fooled me. Wait, what is this blackness? I've never seen darkness before. I can see without my eyes because my spiritual vision. But now, how did you make that? You're always there for me, and even my whole world was falling apart. If it weren't for you, I probably would have died a long time ago. To me, you're Azura? Was that an illusion?
Thank you.
Darren, we know we will meet again one day. Azura! Yeah, I'm sure we will. And when we do, I tell you how much you mean to me. Darren, enjoying some alone time, are we? I'm about to lead a group of nobles into town. Will you join us? Of course, sounds fun. Hey, Santa, wait up. Don't you dare leave me without me. He's on a horse, don't worry. He's outrunning you.
Come on, hurry up. Oh.
Best scene, I guess.
Oh. Let me help.
Did you oversleep again?
Best scene.
Better hurry up then.
Hey. Wait, why are you not sitting on the throne, Xander?
You're just in time. You've always had a gift for that. No doubt you always will. There was no sense in this war. Only madness and greed.
True, true.
War is monstrous. We're told to make war to support our country. But it's a lie, told by those who profit from bloodshed. In my reign as Nor's new king, I vow to seek peace and understanding.
Your son is good, by the way. let's just leave it to your son. Your son is pretty strong.
With you to guide my hand.
So let's go. And this is a pretty long thing, but hey, this is where I can talk about this stuff. Oh, we can also change the layout. Anyways, oh boy, there's a lot to talk about, but I try and not try and, you know, talk about different stuff. Try to keep it collected somewhere. So yeah, the game is good. It has its ups and downs, but overall I think it's a really good, challenging game. And someone said, or I listened to someone, and they said that you can basically use everyone. I can sort of agree with how lucky I've gotten. You can certainly use most of them. Probably, some of them are a little bit, less viable than others, I gotta say, So yeah, like mainly Nyx, Arthur, and Odin are probably the ones that you have probably the hardest time, fitting in a team. But everything else, everyone you can probably use really consistently. Probably not most of the time, but you can. Well, what good about this is in this game, but what also is a bad thing is probably the fact that you're forced to play offensively, and you're forced to play. Oh, look at this, turn 82. Never mind. There are missions where you have to play really fast, and there are other missions where you can take it slow, which is good. They have a good variety of it. But the ones that are really short on turns are the ones that are the most stressful, because you have to kill a bunch of people in a certain amount of time. In a limited amount of time, you have to kill quite a lot of things. You have to beat quite a lot of people. It's really difficult. But yeah, I think all the units. The missions, I said, long and short missions good. I thought there was a 99. No, I think it is for other Fire Emblems that there's a 99 turn cap, but not for this one. For this one I went to 180 44. I'm a big boy who's wasting a lot of time. But anyways, you can see, there were some missions with 144, 90, 84 turns. I took my time when I could. I'm more of a defensive player, more than an offensive one. I really like taking my time, as you can see. Chapter Den of Betrayal 65. That's me, in a nutshell. I'm taking my time on those missions. And yes. God. Like, the units, all of them are pretty much balanced. The only problem I have is that the adventurer, that is supposed to be high magic resistance, is weak against magic. So you can inevitably counter adventurers that are supposed to counter mages. That's really bad. And archers are countering shurikens, but this is not really good because they, you know what I mean. They are on a 2 range only, while the ninja can just go close and attack you. Would have been better if the mage was better or stronger. Would have been a lot better, but a lot of my strategies required me to run towards the ninjas with my bow knight, so in the last chapter, so it might not be too good for me. So what I have another problem with is Wary Fighter. Wary Fighter plastered in on any unit with a lot of HP is making them a lot harder to kill. I don't like that skill on anything else than a general. I hate it, because if you put it on a magic unit or on a physical and magic unit, you can't kill it. You can't kill it consistently. It just counters you. There's a lot of units in this game that are high physical defense or high resistance, but they don't have both. The only one that can effectively reach it is Corinne himself. But you're sacrificing damage output or speed for defense. And I can understand why you wouldn't do this. 1 day of Halloween left, yeah. 2 days, but yeah, it was 1 day and a couple of hours. And I didn't do anything. Because I spent my time doing Conquest. But yeah, I think every other unit is pretty much really beautifully made. I like generals with Wary Fighter because that makes them more tanky, it's fine. Great Knights are really good in this game. Paladins are a little worse. You can still use them, and I don't think they're bad, but I think Great Knights are a lot better in this game. And, Faceless, I guess, if I had a gripe, are ninjas and Faceless. pretty much. Ninjas being the best class in the game. They deal less damage, but you can make one really strong. And they have the classic advantage against, you know, casters, which you can make a physically defensive master ninja, and you can counter, you know, books because of your you know, weapon advantage. No, that's a difficult one. Like ninjas are really good, and faceless are just like I said, like I wrote there, Mary Sue's. They are strong, capable, skillful, fast, defensive, a lot of HP, and they hurt you. Extreme grind stream tomorrow probably. Tomorrow is supposed to be a free time, but you know, don't have too much time for that sadly. But yeah, I think a lot of units are really well balanced. The maps are really nice. There are not a lot of opportunities where you can set up a choke or where you set up on a fortress, but there are a lot of setups where you can do choke points, or you can push past, or there's a lot of variety, which is really good. Missions and all objectives are good. There's a lot of good things in this game, but there's also a lot of bad, or some of it are bad. This is mainly, I don't like that the last chapter is using unlimited debuffs on you in order to make it difficult. I hope I don't have to read this. I only read the ones where I actually use them. Yeah, those are the only ones. And possibly the fact that Hoshido's weapons are so much better than Norian weapons. Because Hoshiden get weapons that counteract their disadvantage. Like dual axe, dual naginata, dual sword. I would have really liked to have that. More experimentation where you get, you know, all those weapons. And the money is a bit short. But outside of that, you know, it's pretty fine. It's pretty fine. Paladins have good resistance if you aren't Xander. Yeah. To say this. Paladins are fine. They're fine. They're definitely fine, but I think I do have an issue. Wait, give me a second. Free time when you put off events to last minute. Dude, I have no time anyways. Like the free time I have is spending on Conquest, where I had prepared for the ending and for the last chapters. Then I played Rogale Lost a lot. You know, that's a thing. Then I watch YouTube because I'm a lazy boy. That's not another time for me. Oh, you completed the game. I missed so much. Hey, courageous. No worries. I'm explaining. I did finish the boss fight in the first 5 minutes of the stream, so I will show what happened pretty much. I did it without losing anyone, but it was rather stressful. 16 turns was it too. There's a lot you have to do. There's a lot, and I will try and explain as best as I can. Anyways, yeah. Outside of that, I don't think... Outside of those gimmicks that they like to do, like the lunge gimmicks, and the fact that, you know, the enemy can use weapons you can't use, like silver weapons you can't really consistently use. You can only use iron, steel. That's a sad thing for me, but it's good because, you know, because the problem with Awakening was on Lunatic they ramped up from steel to silver really fast. You know, you were stuck with steel, and when they had silver, that is something nice to see. At the very least, they didn't give everyone silver weapons. They did give a lot of people silver weapons, but you know, they did tone it down. They did ramp it up a little slower, so you're not gonna be outclassed in damage because, you know, the one guy has a silver axe where you have an iron weapon on the Camilla map where Camilla joins. You don't die instantly, which is an issue Awakening had, because you can't reliably tank, because in the early chapters to the mid chapters they just have too much damage. You can only do it slowly, and after that you just go for Nosferatu anyways. They did balance it as best as they can, but they did have unfair things, which, you know, I really don't like using. I don't really like fighting unfair battles, and most, you know, some instances it really felt really unfair. What will we play next? I was thinking about Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance, or I was thinking about the Hoshido Conquest, but I definitely need a break from this game. I definitely need a break from this game. Like I did, the thing is, I said the same thing to Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3, great game. Sekiro, really good game. You know, Fate's Conquest is amazing, but you need a break after you're done with that. You need a big break after that. it is ridiculous how much you have to put. You have to put a lot of effort when you deny yourself from the units you usually use. This is an entirely different playstyle as well. This is the first time I did offensively. This is the first time I played aggressively offensive, meaning that I didn't stall. You know, my core team is, I tell you, my core team is Xander, Benny and Kurin, defensive Kurin. So I play really slow. Even on the last chapter I stalled with Benny and stalled with Xander, stalled with Kurin a lot. This one I played as offensively as possible. Sophie became a Knight of North talented as many records, and yet, oh, couldn't read that. Do Radiant Dawn. Hoshido Path isn't really challenging. No, I mean Hoshido Conquest. I hear that there's a mod out there where you can use Hoshidan units on a Conquest path. I really want to do that. That sounds really fun. But yeah. We didn't use Azura then, okay. You know, she's gone. Pretty much. I did miss out Sophie, but you can't use Sophie. I tell you after everything. I show you the units and I tell you why I couldn't use Sophie at the very least. Generations on, people would call her the Dragon God Incarnate and tell stories of how the Divine Kana would transform into a dragon to save people. But really, she was just a girl who loved her father. Oh boy. Oh, a model ride, yeah. What about no Ryoma run? Nah. Depends. I do want to use Ryoma. Gunther disappeared soon after the war ended, never to be seen again. Scholars continue to debate if he died soon afterwards, or if he found a quiet place to spend the rest of his days in contemplation. I only used him for the chapter he joins you officially, so I wanted to use him more, but you know, it was tough. I would have lost a lot of missions if I just used him instead of Baruka. Nina put her snooping skills to good use after the war, forming an undercover vigilant group focused on keeping the streets safe at night. She also continued snooping as a personal hobby. Yeah, she was fine. Now I will have to wait until it's done. I can't tell much more about the game. Chapters building, world building is fun. Story is awful. Gameplay is really good. Some things are unfair, some units are unfair, but everything else is fine. If I had to say an example for unfair units, it's the Worry Fighter Grizzly Wound, Faceless, because they are tough to beat, really tough to beat, and the Malik Knight Bolton X 30 Magic Worry Fighter boy. Those are the things that broke me. You saw it last stream. When I saw those guys, they broke me. After Valuria traveled to her father's birthplace, where she never accomplished much of her own chores, worked at the habit of collecting random mods and to continue for the rest of her life. Sadly, she didn't have any pairings. It is really tough to get pairings. Keaton returned to his homeland. He frequently visited old friends and got lost on the way home. Perry eventually learned the difference between right and wrong. It took a while though. That doesn't. I think they have an odd they have an odd synergy, those two. Although as King of North, Xander laid the foundation for a new era of peace in the background by being benched and prosperity for the kingdom. After marrying he and his wives. After marrying he and his wife, Selena disappeared from the records. They likely lived happily ever after. I don't know what happens here. Whether, Ryoma decides to go away or not. And that's one of my carries. As heir to the Norian throne, Sigbert was given the best tutors to prepare him for the future. Between his formal education and his tempering in the war, he grew into a much admired king. This guy was one of my carries. These seem generic, yeah. They're really generic. Like the Awakening ones are a lot better. If I had to give you an example, Vague one is really good. You might say, oh, why is it good? the story leading the story leading towards the marriages are good, and also the endings on two characters are different, which is a nice detail. There are a lot of units, a lot of pairings. So, wait. TLDR, Felicia went super soldier, and Odin, I don't know. I couldn't read everything. I guess I read some of them. Percy joined North's army and led a squad of Wyvern Knights. His knacks never failed him, and he didn't lose a single battle over a long, distinguished career. Ace went on to lead the squad of Wyverns. He was good in the middle part of the game, and then he fell off because he didn't get any strength. Everything for later. But anyways, I forgot what I wanted to talk about. Frick. God damn it. Oh yeah, Wakes, and... Oh, God, Niles. Niles is also important. Take care of Leo's dirty work while helping reform North's criminal population. His wife Nyx was indispensable for a vast experience of magic and abilities. Yeah, they are really generic. Anyways, they are not important. I can't think. Vake and Novi and Vake and how's this lady called again? You know, the Wyvern lady. Man, names are really bad for me. Those two have differences, as in Vake is hailed as hero, but the children like the Wyvern lady Novi instead. Why do I like this a lot more? I have no idea. Because the A to S rank support conversation with Wake and Novi and with Wake and Wyvern lady are really good. Sell share. Found it. For return to it now. Moza meanwhile was a constant source of support for humanitarian and other efforts. She's more important. Lars vanished after the war, but he inspired generations of dancers and rallied the spirits of many. His wife Camilla also disappeared from public view. She was happy to spend time alone with her family. She's probably gone. Probably gone to the other world. Anyways, yeah. Like the support conversations with Novi and Wake are really sweet. Really sweet. Darren was hailed as a hero working alongside his spouse to spread peace worldwide. Historians disagree about Soleil's final fate, but agree she was an inspiration to everyone she met. Yay, so generic. Those are really sweet. Anyways, yeah. I can't tell much. But, you know. For me, the ultimate OTP pairing is Vake and Novi, because they actually talk about for some reason there's an in-depth conversation about life and death for Wake and Novi, because Novi is scared of being left behind by everyone, and Wake is talking about this like in a best manner possible, which is just mind blowing for me. It's really cool. So, my best units. Possibly Soleil carried in the last one, but I can't say that she was that useful for throughout the whole run, but you know, I do want to show it off if I have to. Valuria just carried Sick God. Sick God carried hard. Mozo carried hard. I did turn her back into a sniper the last one. Congratulations, celebrations, salutations. Thanks, Aoife. I show you what I did, and you know, funny enough, my secret best person was not Darren. It was freaking Tomihiko. He carried my ass, alright? So, how do you press start? How do you press start? Give me a second. Yeah, I choose Camilla instead. I changed my mind. Okay, would you like to proceed? So, boy oh boy, there's a lot to talk about for my units. Oh boy. First things first, I'm gonna go through every unit really shortly and tell you how they performed and what I think about them if I had to place them on a tier list. Corinne, he's freaking awful with Resistance Boon, but there were situations where he actually did something. So I gotta tell you at least this much, Resistance Boon Corinne is not too bad, but he is really specific on the use. So if you plan on making a Resistance Boon Corinne, be prepared that you need to magic class like an Omionji or a Sorcerer to put him into, so he gets enough resistance, and be prepared for him to never be used on anything outside of mage fights. And for nuking other people. He's really specific on the usage. But, you know, he finished out, he maxed out on skill, speed, luck, magic, almost 2, with 2 spirit dusts, and almost on resistance as well. Not too bad. He's fine. Keaton. I just placed him on my team and he was good. I can't tell you much more than he's high tier. He's not low tier, he's high tier. Freaking, there are not many Beast Slayers. I was surprised when I played through the map. I was thinking Keaton was placed below everything because I thought there were a lot of Beast Slayers. But there aren't many Beast Slayers. There are not too many. Like, Keaton has a good time there. He deals... It is because he deals neutral damage. But weapon advantage is not too important. So neutral damage is also fine. And he does double with his Beast Rune, Beast Stone combination. Beast Stone Plus is definitely a spike in damage. But other than that, I would say, Keaton is not low tier, what I've seen from this tier list. Valuria the same way. She's definitely high tier. Depends on the mother always, but I put the level 11 parry as a mother. And the only thing she got inherited was freaking, elbow room. And she outperformed everyone. She was so good that she carried me on the last 2 missions, and she could always work on the last 2. I got her on the last 2 missions, and she was like outperforming everyone in the last 2 missions. It's just ridiculous. She did absolutely amazing. As a standalone unit without any investment, she was amazing. Like, she's A tier without a doubt, because you can just make her good. You don't even have to make her good. You can recruit her later on, and she's still gonna perform really well. Granted, I did get good level ups for her, but I think her growths are fine on that regard. Her growths are because of Parry, funny enough, who has strong strength and speed, and decent amount of defensive resistance. She does get good level ups on those things. So Parry is a good mother, honestly. Surprisingly enough, because she has good level, good growth. Wow, you Keaton Turner really well. 33 speed is unusually high. Yeah, I gotta say, it is. The thing is, there's even a Beast Rune on him. Even a Beast Rune. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think he's paired up. Give me a second. Yeah, it is 32. It is not too fast. It is not too fast. It is yeah. That's the full truth. It's 25. It's 25. It's only with Valuria when he gets that fast. The truth has been revealed. He has 25 speed. He's actually pretty slow, but because of Valuria, he can reach insane amounts of speed. And Valuria herself is so incredibly fast. Like, Valuria herself has 34 speed with a Beast Rune and 41 speed with the Beast Stone Plus. Like, she's crazy. She's freaking crazy. Holy. And her defensive stats are also really crazy. A tier without a doubt. Ophelia, she's there. I would say B tier. Ophelia is alright. Not much to say about her. She's the generic mage support. The same thing as a resistance boon character or a magic boon character. They are really specific on the usage. By nuking someone, and then you have to protect them. So Ophelia, I would say mid tier. Sigbert, Sick God. My Sick God turned out so well that I have to address it. That I got extremely lucky with this guy. It is not because he's good. It is not because of the mother that he's so good. It's because I got extremely lucky. So don't tell me Sigbert with 36 strength, 29 speed, and 38 defense is normal. It is definitely not normal with a Selena as a mother. I praise Selena for being good in this run, but she has a 45% strength growth as default. It's not gonna give him a lot more strength. As a matter of fact, he loses strength growth. But he does gain speed growth and defensive growth from Selena. But that doesn't mean he turns out that well for everyone. Like I said, 36 is out of the ordinary. Definitely. I did give him two energy drops though. And all I can say is, for me, this run Sick God was A tier, but I have to say he's mid tier, because don't expect him to have more than 32 strength. Or no, more than 30 strength. I just got really, really lucky with this guy. Really, really, really lucky. Those two stats can certainly reach that high, but other than that, his strength is unusually high. And he was able to kill Faceless in one round with a Blessed Lance, which is also unusual. Which is really unusual. So I'm saying I got extremely lucky because the problem with attacking or fighting faceless is either you have to two-round them by letting them attack you and then you attack them, or by trying to nuke them with a mage, or by having, Brave Lance and stuff like this. Blessed Lance is a possibility, but you can't tank more than one of them. And then the problem is with the positioning of the character with the Blessed Lance. He's now in the front line and you have to protect him from other units. So, it's really tough. But, I'm saying I got lucky because he was constantly one speed faster than Faceless, which are unusually fast as well. They are on an archetype of a Great Knight, so they have a lot of HP, a lot of strength, a lot of defense, a lot of resistance for some reason, and a lot of speed, or decent enough speed, that they don't get doubled by generic units, like Paladins, surprisingly enough. Like some slower Paladins can't double Faceless. But yeah, he was able, because I gave him a speed support, and he had enough strength and defense to survive multiple Faceless. Even like 4 or 5 Faceless at once. I tell you, don't expect your Sigbert with a Selena Mother to be that good. Just pointing it out. I got extremely lucky. My first lucky unit. But outside of that, Sigbert's performance is high B tier to for me, A tier. Definitely. Percy. I think Percy always ends up well for everyone, except for me, because he has no strength. For me, expect your Percy to be performing based on what your mother is. And a little bit more. I did have Mozu, but imagine that if you have a fast mother, he's gonna have a lot of speed, maxed out luck. It's a bit more of a dodgy Wyvern Lord. If you have a strong mother, then Percy's gonna be strong. If you have a defensive one, he's really fluid as to what he can do, and he will usually perform good. I say this to him except to Sigbert, because Sigbert's father is really streamlined, and also you can't make him a paladin because he will then be mediocre like everyone. Like everyone that is a paladin outside of Xander is really mediocre on the performance. And Sigbert only is really good with high defense. I would say with high defense and fast speed. I would advise you. Because if you plan on using Xander, you don't want another unit that's the same thing as Xander. If you plan on marrying him, you want someone that's fast and defensive. As a second blanket check for all the fast defensive or fast strong units. You don't want Sigbert to be, a one-shotting machine. But mine turned out to be that way, so what can I do? Unlucky. Percy sadly turned out to be what Sigbert is supposed to be. Percy is, because he's a Wyvern Lord, he's supposed to have a better strength, and with Mozu as a mother has superior speed, superior luck, or superior skill as well, and defensive grows up the ass. But sadly, he turned out to be what Sigbert is supposed to be. So, considering both of them will perform probably the same way, but Percy, because he's a Wyvern Lord, and because he has access to X-Breaker, or X-Fair, he will outperform him in damage usually. So he deserves the top tier title. Well, Sigbert is fluid AB. Felicia. God, I have to explain a lot to those guys because I never used them. Sorry. Felicia is a person that exists. People like the tier list said she's A tier, but I can't really place her A tier because she only is really good for supports. She needs a B rank and then a Flame Shuriken in order to deal damage, which you only get at the pot level where you fight against Saizo, who wears the Flame Shuriken. Until then, Felicia's not gonna do anything. She's just gonna serve as a Kaza but worse. And even after that, if you don't keep her as a mage, she's losing out a lot of speed growth. If you turn her into a hero, she's gonna be plain useless. So she's stuck at being a mage and not being able to get skills. And inspiration is the only reason why I used her that much. Anyways, because the plus two damage, -2 damage received. Like I wouldn't place her A tier. I would place her high B tier. Like Sigbert is a person that can work well for you, but is usually performing in the medium level, even with the Flame Shuriken. Like she has a power spike in the mid chapters, but other than that, she's there. Soleil. I really would like to say she's A plus or God tier, but she's not. She's held back by depending on who the mother is. Camilla is the mother, so she's amazing. She's godlike. She has amazing strength growth, amazing speed and skill, but mediocre HP and defense and resistance, which makes her into a nuke more than anything. Into what Laszlo is, but a lot better because she's fast. So I say it depends on the mother, because Camilla is the best mother for having the best Soleil. Like every other child, Camilla is the best mother. Because what the alarming problem with Soleil is that she has no HP growth. So she had 36 HP, and I gave her a Seraph robe, but she has a 25% base without mother, considering without the mother, which means that a lot of mothers will take away or will not give her enough HP growth for her to be stellar on that, and she needs that HP in order to be a offensively frontline unit, which I made my Soleil for. It is tough making her offensive unit, because if you fix it with Charlotte or with Selena, you're gonna lose out on strength a little bit. You're gonna lose out on strength. You're gonna lose out on the other stats, on the defensive stats. If you use Charlotte, you're gonna have a strong Soleil, but she can't tank anything. That's gonna be the problem. If you have Selena, she's gonna be less strong. It is granted she does have a 60%, so with the 45 of Selena, she's not gonna lose too much, but she's still gonna take away her strength. And considering that, I think Selena is the best mother for Soleil, or the second best. I think she has decent enough defense and resistance growth. It's just don't expect the Soleil to turn out well, because she will be a assassin type of unit most of the time. Maybe if you experiment with Selena, she's gonna end up well. And if you decide to be as crazy as me and get the spear fighter as a secondary class, just so Soleil can be a good spear master. And I have to say, her being a spear master is probably one of the better choices, because spear masters are the best units for an S rank weapon type of class. She can also stay as a hero, honestly. She can also stay as a hero. She won't outperform, she won't outperform as a spearmaster that much, but having a lance fair is really cool. And if you decide to use Selena, which is probably the second best choice for frontline Soleil, you don't get the Berserker, you don't get an X fair, or you don't get a sword fair. It is probably going to be really tough to make Soleil really good, unless you specifically make her good. B tier or Laszlo tier. It's a specific tier where you can kill people consistently. Camilla, she is God tier for no reason. I would say after all of that, I guess I place her. I guess I have to place her top tier. She's gonna be relevant for the whole course of the chapters of the Conquest run. She's always gonna be amazing. So yeah, God tier for no reason. And she, mine is made that way. Giving her Swordbreaker, X-Breaker, Lancebreaker would also be really cool, but that would require Corinne to marry her. But yeah, she's a really decent frontline unit. I did try use Soul, but if I had to advise you to do something, give her Life Taker instead. So she's more of a unit that attacks someone and tanks 2 units. She can't proc Soul that well, or she can't tank enough to proc Soul enough times. So even with Soleil, what I've seen, I have to references. There's a thread, the Odin thread, and people say, the person said that the Vantage, Astra, Soul, Odin was really good, stuff like that. But it is like I really can't support that, just because the skill cap is so low. If you want your unit to survive, you have to put as much skill as possible, and then you can use Soul, and then you can say it's consistent. Because I don't like, if you use Soul on lower than 50%, I would even say it is a coin toss, and then it's based on luck, and this is something I can't really support as a strategy. But if you do this and if it works, it's fine. But I can't support it for myself, because I have to go through statistics. I used Soul on Soleil because A, the name suggests you to do so, and B, because she had Quixotic, which gives you a perfect 50% on proccing soul, which, you know, you ideally get it every encounter, every fight. You attack twice because she has max speed, and every fight you will proc it once, and that is statistically a good thing. That is statistically a really good thing, which makes her, which makes Soul on Quixotic really, really good. Anyways, Camilla, God tier, no more argue. Arthur, I tried making him good, but he's falling off. Like, he needs more than everyone else. He needs growths on speed, strength, and defense every single time, and skill if he can. He needs a lot of skill. He needs 4 level ups. He needs 4 points of level ups every single level up in order for him to stay relevant for frontline unit, because he will never have enough speed to double unless he gets speed really every single level, and he will have enough defense and strength to tank things and have enough HP. I would say he's not the worst unit to use, because I really like him, honestly, because of his high HP, and the high HP, high defense, and decent amount of speed. But, you know, he underperforms for me, and he usually will underperform and usually will die against more than one encounter because he gets critted. The 2% chance to get crit, or 2 to 5% chance to get crit, is just way too much against you. Nothing you can say. Nothing that can save him, sadly. He is a good backpack though, because, you know, him as a backpack enables Percy to crit, you know. Gotta tell you this much, he's a really, really good backpack. If anything, you can make him a berserker, so he gets rally strength, and you pick up X-Fur for him to finish up things, maybe get a level or 2. But other than that, he's a good backpack, and that's all there is to it. I would say C to C minus, almost D, but, you know, that's my personal experience. Mozu, I would probably place her A plus. You have to devote time for Mozu, and she has a glaring issue with not being able to tank anything, but her secondary class is an archer, which means you don't have to engage at enemies, and she's one of the go-to units for the mid game, where you can kill units in one round with a long range unit. So yeah, she's the go-to unit if you decide to go for one-shotting in mid game, also to end game with with an archer. I would say she has it's just the HP that's really bad. Other than that, you know, my Mozu had maxed out defense. She will probably has your usual Mozu will have maxed out defense or high defense with high speed, not enough HP to survive anything, but good skill and maxed out strength. So yeah, Mozu will probably end really good. She's gonna be, you know, what Soleil is, the same archetype. And I place her higher because of availability and the fact that she can range units while Soleil can't range units. You had to give her an archer class in order for her to range units. And then it's an entire different play style. Then you make her, then you support her being an assassin type unit, and then you take away. Then you have to consider, you know, you might go for Charlotte, or you might go for Corinne with strength, and then as an archer as a subclass, stuff like that. You know, both of them have roughly the same tier, but Mozu is better because availability and class advantage. Nina. My Nina turned out awful, and I would advise you to not go for a magic mother. The problem is though that there's a lot of magic mothers, and you can't get every single child. Like, one person has to be scuffed out, and Nyx is the scuffy mother. So my Nina turned out bad, but usually I would say she performs like every adventurer performs. You can give her more strength, and that's it. You can give her more strength with Charlotte, with Effie, and then she would deal more damage, and she would still be fast, but that's all about it. Archers are not really your frontline units, not your high active units, so I would say she's a C+. C+ if you do it right. D- if you do it like me. She's only a healer at this point, and healers don't need stats. If you need her as a healer, her ranking doesn't even matter, because you can use her however. So yeah, C+ if you do it right, because my Niles performed incredibly well. B plus, B plus, B plus, C plus, B plus, B plus. B plus is good enough. So Laszlo, I couldn't for the love of God. I tried using Laszlo as a hero. I tried using Laszlo as the puppeteer. I tried using Laszlo as a master ninja. All he can do is securing a kill. All Laszlo can ever do is securing a kill. C, a perfect C. He is usable, he has a niche, this niche is useful enough, but outside of the niche he's gonna be useless. He's only gonna be a glorified backpack and a glorified finisher. He can't fight mages, you know. If you turn him into a master ninja, just know that he can't fight mages, which is supposed to be, you know, he is supposed to counter mages. He can't fight them for the love of God, he takes too much damage. He has good enough amount of HP to survive one mage, but that's the problem with Laszlo in general. He has good enough HP, but he can only survive one thing. One thing well, and then he dies. Then he usually dies outside of you begging for the soul to proc. But he can proc it twice. Always remember, you know, Soleil is a different issue when it comes to proccing soul, if you want to put soul onto the unit. Laszlo can proc it well because he can only attack once. So Soleil can proc it well because she can proc it twice. Has twice the chance. So yeah, Laszlo, perfect T to maybe a C minus. I did devote a lot of time, and he does decently well. He's a good finisher. He's a good cleaner. That's all I can say. Probably one of the best cleaners because he comes with good skill and good luck, and a good good strength. Probably the best cleaner you can have, because he will consistently reach 100% hit chance. So, and he has enough HP. Yeah, see, Tomihiko, you know, S tier. Tomihiko is a good boy. Whoever the Masters of Arms that gives you rare light, everything is really, really good. Thoroughly recommended. Use him if you can. Niles is usually a B plus. I would say also with Nina, because they will perform the same way. But my Niles was a solid A plus. No arguing that. He could clean up units. He could kill everyone. He could counter shurikens with his insane dodge rate with the shuriken breaker. If I had to say, if you want to use Niles offensively, he's the go-to shuriken breaker unit. You might have to give him 1 or 2 energy drops though, because mine got lucky because he got 27 strength. He maxed out his strength. Crazy boy. Crazy boy. Like, don't expect him to only have max speed, but enough to double Master Ninjas on the Ryoma, the dreaded Ryoma map. He's gonna be good there, and he's gonna be good as a weakener. as a good decent weakener. It's just the skill is gonna be a problem as to why Laszlo is better as a cleaner or weakener than Niles is, because his skill is not too high. But you can make work with it. Selena, I didn't use her much on the front lines. I did use her for a little bit for fighting. She's fine as a 1v1 unit. Something like Charlotte, but Charlotte is outclassing her because Charlotte has a lot of HP and a lot of strength with a lot of speed. So Selena can't really 1v1 people. She can only 1v weaken people, while Charlotte can 1v1 people and kill them. So that's the sad part. And I did not have enough time to use her fierce rival skill. It is really tough to set up, and then you leave Selena all by herself out there in the woods. I really like using dual guard, so that's that. I would say she's a C. I would say she's also C. A perfect medium. A C. I would say C minus. C minus, because Charlotte can outclass her in that regard in her job. But you know, Selena's here. Niles is such a weird unit to rank. On the one hand, he's a mediocre combat unit. On the other, he's the sole reason people can LTC that game. Yeah, it's because of strat. You know, because of those strats, those really impressive strats. But yeah, Niles. I ranked Niles as a C plus or as a B plus unit purely on a frontline unit. If you say utility, he's probably going to be A plus as everyone else. But you have to put a star on it because he's a utility. Utility does not mean you can beat maths with him. Pure utility is all he has. If you would place him A plus that way. You have to, like, Niles is a really, like you said, Niles is a really special unit. I think alongside Felicia, that's why people people put her up there as well. She could also technically do the same things that Niles can do, you know. Technically, no, never mind. Felicia, Felicia is also more of a utility unit. Also not really A plus for me at least. But yeah. Again, Selena C minus, D plus, D plus. Sadly, the problem is that there's not enough usage for heroes in this game. You mostly fight. What do you fight? You mostly fight. What do you guys fight? I have no idea what you fight. You fight spear fighters. You fight master ninjas. You fight faceless. You fight more lances than you fight axes. Axes are a little rare in the Conquest run. Outside you're fighting Norian units. And Selena can't upgrade her axe until she reclasses into a hero, which takes some time. And her being a bow knight also is fine, I guess. If I had to say, if you had to turn another unit into a bow knight, I guess Selena would be the second option. Because I can't see a thing. I can't see her performing well on Conquest throughout everything, because she's just stuck with the sword, and swords are like Xander's probably one of the few sword users you can say they're fine, because he has a 1-2 range. So yeah, D plus, C minus. Baruka sadly got power creeped by Percy and by Sigbert. I couldn't use Baruka for Dear God. I couldn't use her anymore because she was just too slow. But like, look at those Baruka. This Baruka is not too bad. My Baruka didn't turn out bad. If I consistently used her, she would have been Benny 2.0. Having high strength, possibly high strength, decent amount of speed, but still gets doubled, good amount, possibly capping on defense, and having good luck. It is the same thing as in Laszlo, I suppose. Laszlo is the perfect medium, and Baruka is just outclassing him in the perfect medium because you can use her in the front lines. C plus, so to B minus, based on what you get on her strength. It is just Laszlo is preferred over her usually, but she can act as a frontline unit. She has 2 jobs she can do. She can weaken people and she can act as a frontline unit. 2 jobs that Laszlo don't have. 1 job that Laszlo can't do. Really can't do. Odin, D minus. They're probably the worst unit. I have to admit. Now Nyx and Odin probably share the fate. If I had to decide, I guess Nyx is the worst unit in Odin, because Odin has the cleaner job, but Laszlo is freaking better than him, and outside of that he has wacky growths. There's a guy out there who used only him, and it's workable, but you can use you can probably use all the steroids on him. Probably 2 speed wings, which is more 4 speed, 4 magic, or 6 magic, depending on how you perform. This is enough to make him decently viable, but this is the case for everyone. If you had to decide between Ophelia and Odin, you use Ophelia as a mage. If you had to decide between a swordmaster, you can make a better swordmaster, and you don't need a swordmaster. The aforementioned swords are not really that used. It's gonna be sadly applied to Odin. You can do it, but there's more lances than anything, and swordmasters are not too great in this run because ninjas are a thing. So yeah, too bad. Odin is stuck in between a really odd role that he has. A really odd role with really iffy growths. But yeah. Okay, my final verdict is he is a D, while Nyx, I've spoiled it already, is a D minus. I will go through this really quick. I said, and I'm spending 30 minutes. Sophie is gonna be like Silas. However Silas is gonna perform, Sophie's gonna perform the same way. Outside of you decide to get a strange mother that gives her strange growths. I would say both Silas and Sophie are probably also mediocre C. I not place them more than B and more than A because they have a role, and if as soon as you get another unit, their role is taken. And paladins, like I said, I have no good experience with paladins, it seems. I never get good paladins. they're always gonna end up mediocre, because a jack of all trades units can only work if you have situations you can apply them into. But the problem with them being a jack of all trades is, imagine them tanking a choke point. They can't do it because they get 2-rounded by a mage and a melee unit, or by melee unit they kill and then, or they can kill because they unequip the weapon and another one. Like, they'd never have, you always need the maximum amount of defense in order to tank a front line. If you have a mediocre amount, you get 2-rounded. in my experience, you get 2-rounded. At least in the early, it's not that harsh, but usually it's like that. And if you want them as a frontline or as a pure offensive unit, they also gonna be outperforming, because Great Knights can do this better, Wyvern Lords can do this better. They might not double as well, but depending on the units you fight, you don't need to double them anyways. Or you can just splash in a fast support like a ninja. Or if you don't have a ninja, you can use Keaton, which I really advise you these days. If you have to use a unit, Keaton is good enough. Keaton is a really good unit and gives you speed, as a support. I feel bad saying this because I like paladins. Paladins, for being the unit that I really like to use. High resistance, high defense, fast, strong units. But they are what faceless are, pretty much. And being everything is not, sometimes is not that useful. So yeah, both of them are probably C. Kana. I saw Kana's growths and I'm surprised that she has awful growths. She has awful growths on her defensive stats, good speed, and depends on what the mother is. She's gonna have either strength or magic, or nothing if you have a bad mother, and get defense instead. I would say she's decent. She's not gonna outperform Corinne at all. She's not gonna be better. She's gonna be there. Probably because Soleil is the mother. If you use a Gen 1 unit, you get better growth, because the Gen 2 mothers take away a little bit of the growth from the Gen 1s, and then you have a little less growth for the Gen 3. So that's a problem to behold. Outside of that, I guess you can shape Kana into a decent unit, but don't expect her to tank anything outside. You dedicate a Gen 1 defensive unit with a defensive Corinne, then Kana can probably be their tanky unit. But outside of that, yeah, she's second fast Corinne if you want to. She's a second fast Corinne without a Shadow Yato, or with the Hoshiden equivalent. Fine enough. Something you can place alongside Soleil. Did I place a C plus or B? the same range. I think Kana has less problem with HP, which gives her a bit of an upside, but less strength growth. Parry, I didn't use her. Nyx, I did try use her. She's awful, D-. Nothing else to say. Awful magic growth in conjunction with awful, not enough speed and not enough defensive value, not enough HP value. She can't tank anything. She can't clean up anything because she can't hit it. With the thing is, the archetype of a sorcerer with low skill and a lot of speed can only work if you actually am able to tank anything or actually able to hit them. But because the skill cap is a lot lower, it's gonna affect you a lot more. So suddenly 11 or 12 skill is a lot worse than it was in Awakening, because your target does get skill, not too much, but she does get skill, but the cap is a lot lower and the hit rate is a lot more iffy. So she can't reliably hit things, but at the same time she can't reliably kill things, which is the huge issue as a mage. If you use a mage in all of Conquest, you can't really one round, or you can't really deal enough damage to kill them consistently. It's just odd. Nyx is sadly an archetype that got copy pasted from Awakening, but doesn't work in this environment, because this environment works entirely different from Awakening environment. If I have to summarize it, D- because no skill, so she can't hit people, not enough magic, so she can't deal enough damage, not enough speed, so she can't really double if she needs to double, and not enough bulk, because for some reason she has no bulk at all. I don't know where her growths are. I have no idea. Odin of all people is better. If what I surmised. If you want to make Odin good, you can make him good. If you want to make Nyx good, it is impossible. Or it is really, really hard. Because she needs a specific amount of skills, a specific set of skills, in order for her to perform better. Mainly, I would say, if I had to decide something, you would need to give her Bowfair. You need to give her, or no Bowfair, yeah, Bowfair. You need to give her Breaker skills, or you need to give her Quixotic. You need to give her something that makes her double. So, you know, the Falcon Knight's darting blow. It is tough. And if anything, she's just gonna perform mediocre. She's just gonna be outperformed by Ophelia. Like, Ophelia is just gonna be better. Ophelia is gonna be better, and Felicia is gonna be better. Nina is gonna be better if you decide to make her. If you decide for Nyx not to be the mother, Nina is gonna be better. Because because she can double and she has good resistance from Niles. It's just, she's really iffy. If she had a lot more magic growth, to the point of having guaranteed magic growth and having a little bit more skill and a little bit more speed, then she would be a glass cannon. But as she is, it doesn't work. D-, worst unit. Xander is a thing. Silas, as I said, is C, alongside with the mother, with the daughter. Xander I didn't use, but you know how he's tiered. And Ganta, the last person that I used on this run, is is a C-. He's gonna be good as he joins your ranks, but he's gonna be outperformed by a lot of people by the time you get to the end game, or by the time 4 chapters are passed. Yeah. The problem with him is, if I had to define it, he's a good unit that with a high skill he can hit people good, but his strength is lackluster. His speed is abysmal, and his defense is not enough. His HP is also not good enough, so he can tank those things. He's fine for a while, but then they will start dealing like 40 damage, which is 20 times 2, because they will always double him, and then he's out of the picture. Even if he were to level up HP, defense, speed, and strength every single level up, he would still fall off, sadly. But he has if I had to say anything outside of the bad units, he has a niche, and he can fulfill it well for a certain amount of time. As to Odin, if you plan on using him with conjunction with every other unit, it doesn't work. God, I talk too much. That's all I have to say. If you want a TLDR, I would say Keaton and Valuria amazing, Sigbert and Percy are amazing, and everyone else is placed in the mediocrity to better than mediocrity, outside of Camilla, obviously. Like, everyone else is gonna perform as okay, as alright. Everyone is alright. It's just pleasantly surprised that Valuria is that amazing, and pleasantly surprised that Sigbert and Percy is that amazing. But Sigbert is because I got lucky. He performed that amazing, and Niles too. But yeah, everyone else is just how everyone else would rank them. Hopefully, if they were to want to go in depth. Now let me go through this map, because I want to pen out the time. I wanna tell you what I did, but we need to go to the last map, and I don't have a picture of it. No one is probably here anymore, but that's fine. That's on me, because this is my fault. I like explaining things. I feel really bad for people listening to me, because I like talking. I like getting in depth, and then I like to having an opinion about things. Whether I'm wrong or right. God, this is me, man. This is me. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's a really bad one, huh? So we have to plan this out a little different. And yeah. Yeah. If I had to say, like I said, urge the best units you can possibly use that are applicable to a lot of situations are probably Keaton and Valuria. Unarguably. Probably once. I really like to say Soleil. I really like to say Soleil. I really like to say it, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You can't just say, you know, Soleil is good. Yeah, Soleil is God tier, you know. You better use her or I'm getting angry. I wish I could. I wish I could say it. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm watching multiple streamers and sometimes Fury crafting rants is this late in the night just fly over my head. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's my fault. Like I said, it's entirely my fault. I just like talking about that stuff. So it's all on me. Because I just can't keep stopping, like, stop doing all those things and keep tearing things and keep telling you what I think about this. It's all on me. I feel like my stream would be a lot better if I just shut up and say you know, Valuria's good. Done. Valuria's amazing. Okay, use her. Done. You don't need to use anyone else. That would at least, you know, save a lot of time. So, yeah, this Archer's gonna be a little issue later on. But everyone else has done well. And, you know, I you know, applaud your dedication for doing multiple ones. So, man. Again, I feel bad for saying Soleil and Laszlo are probably not worth your run. Depending on the mother, obviously, but yeah, I tried making Laszlo good. Believe me. But in a non try hardy way, if you don't waste all your resources on top of Laszlo, he's not gonna be good. I wish I could say he's good. Trust me. I would jump in joy and say, boy, this guy is good, and I'm right, and he's decent. But no, the middle of mediocrity. Nothing said and done. So that's just how it goes. But hey, I made my Soleil work, and I tell you, at the very least, with how much investment I did for my Soleil, she's amazing. If you do a Soleil like this, granted you have to marry her, but you know, if you do a Soleil like this, she's gonna be amazing. But you know, that is to say, you know, if you do it like that, then Laszlo can be amazing as well. Oh man. Oh yeah, the only thing I can say to Soleil that's good is she's probably a really good Auglami user if you decide to make her a berserker through Charlotte. She's probably a decent Auglami user. Because your options are Charlotte and Soleil, and probably the Soleil is good enough. No, it's not an issue to go in depth. Actually, I like this sort of stuff as long as it's kept in a reasonable amount. I think you just need to try to keep it concise yet in depth to keep the watcher's attention, which I can't do. because even then I have to talk a lot about the details that I went through. Like, you know, it's just me. It's my fault. Frickin' I'm an idiot. I'm a frickin' idiot. You know, can't explain things. Can't explain things with 2 words or something like that. But yeah, I went more detail because I never used children character, you know, to that degree. I always used them, you know, I just used them a little bit. And most of my children characters weren't that great, so it was the first time that I actually was able to review children characters, and they were actually decent. And by the way, your food buff disappears after this fight, so that means your tonics also disappear after this fight. So you have to every time you want to do the last mission, you have to apply your tonics after this fight, which is another, you know, thing on top of what you have to already do. But is this replay or are you playing this again? No, just to show you what I did, because I did this all off stream, and I would like to at least tell you, I would like at least to show you what I did, and you know, show you that it is, you know. Wait, what am I doing? Ah, my god. I have Bifrost. I have Bifrost. I don't need Bifrost for the last run, by the way. Oh man. Screw you, video game. I need to show what happens. I don't plan on finishing it. I just want to show you what I did. So, you know, we get this over with. We get this over with, and everything's fine. Everything's dandy. You know that I'm the, you know what I've been through, because, you know, because it feels really awkward for, yeah. They really should have made it 2 maps instead of 1. That we can agree on. Also Pepega, yeah. Big Pepega. Man, I lost all my brain cells, you know. Whenever I talk, it's just I can think while I talk, but the problem is I just don't think enough. And the room is hot. If the room is hot, I think infinitely worse. I just realized, like, all my runs where I got really angry was because my room is extremely hot. I'm not exaggerating. So the first part is the same as always. The first part is me putting Niles over here, so in the next turn he can go over here and kill this mate. But instead, like this run, the run where I succeeded, the run that I did was aggressive as heck. It was really aggressive. I got those guys triggered on turn 6 or something like that. I pushed really fast and really far. I try to remember as good as I can. If I fail this time, I'm just gonna end it. There's not much more for the stream as to tell you how I did it, and then, you know, show it as if I can. And if it doesn't work, you know, I guess it's on me. Oh yeah, you said you were living in a desert somewhere. It's almost snowing where I live, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, it's there's autumn season. It's supposed to get colder at this point. Everything should be fine. So. Alright, so this guy is placed here. He's placed here because he is the freeze one. Just a heads up. I'm not placing them at random. I placed them, you know, where they are supposed to be. So I put them all next or around Tomihiko, so for the next round, where we can finally kill everything. I already gave Nina the rescue staff, or 2 rescue staffs, because of that. So yeah, blah blah blah. He prepares an arrow. Usually what you do is, you know, Tomihiko will most likely will always get debuff, because I think what I realized is the priority onto debuffs is if there's an enemy closer to or if there's a person that's close to you, or close to wait, give me a second. And I misclicked. But dear God, now I have to do it again. God, I used the wrong bow. You gotta be kidding me. Anyways, I can explain why we do this again. God. Yeah, it's really hot right now. I'm sorry. It's really hot. I should open my window and hope that, you know, some wind goes through. Alright. Anyways, what happens is that as soon as I kill the first mate, I place Nina to the left side in order for her to be close enough so she can. What is this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's also a thing now, huh? Does she die in 1 hit? 26 is 59, 56. No, she doesn't die. So what's next? Do you plan to continue Fire Emblem exploits? I have no idea. I'll probably take a little break, see if I can play another game that I would like to play. I would have really liked to play Outer Worlds, but you know, depends. I will probably check out Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn, and I will not do the Hoshiden run. I wanted to in the beginning. I was really excited to do the Hoshiden run, the Hoshiden Conquest run, but I give up. I give up. It's too tough, man. It's too tough. That's way too much for me. But yeah, I will do it in the future. If I recover from all this madness, I will do it in the future, and I will use the broken units because I don't care anymore. If I do another conquest run, it's gotta be every unit that I'm allowed to. And now I can understand why people say Benny is bad. Like for offensive or for an aggressive playstyle, he's definitely bad. She got critted. You gotta be kidding me, right? She got frickin' critted. Maybe you should do Radiant Dawn first. Papa Radiant can be a bit of a slog. Alright. But don't expect it to be, you know, right after that. I'm probably gonna test out another game. I gonna see. Maybe I actually do. It is so tough to get to the part where I can actually start to explain my things. It is hell, man. What the heck? Just let me do my thing. So the thing with the Archer and Selena is the fact that Selena has a low chance of getting critted and dies. She is fast enough to not get doubled because she has 1 speed. Always remember. But she has a low chance of getting critted to death, which is something that never happened outside of now. Really surprising. I never had the pleasure of dealing with that. So, you know, this comes as a surprise. Not a good one, but as a surprise, nonetheless. Happens. Can't do much about it. So this is super simple. And again, you know, something that I guess everyone agrees upon as to why this is here. I think if you have different units and a different setup, it might be difficult, so it is a reason for... The reason why you put in something before a checkpoint is because it is difficult and you want to make a challenge for the guy, for the person. But if it's not a challenge, this entirely falls apart, and you just have to go to Garen, which you can do by rushing him. You can just go and kill him in 1 hit if you do a really good team, or you can kill him with a squad. So that argument falls flat usually. But hey. Yeah, as you can see, Selena has a slight chance of dying. 5% chance. Can't do much about it. So. Oh boy. So. I just want to go. I just want to go to my to the thing that I did. So we can finally finish off that chapter. Overall, I have to say the experience of Conquest was pretty engaging. I had my fun. And my, you know, my non-fun, whatever you want to call it. I had my fair share of trouble playing this, so you know. It is fine though, because I think I like this a lot more than Awakening. I mean, okay, it's just, I guess it's objectively so that you can like it more than Awakening. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It makes more, it is a lot more value into your, it gives you a lot more value into your level ups. Obviously, you know, if you overstat units in Awakening and in other games, it's cool too, but I have to say it feels amazing when you're able to get a good level up. Because you have to constantly get good level ups. Kind of forced to do it. Kind of forced to do it. So. Keaton doesn't need that level up. I would like to level him up, but if RNG is not favoring us and the Lancer's not going up, I can just move on. Nothing of value has been lost. So and I really, what I have to say is I really enjoyed doing this as offensive as possible. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy not stalling for once. And actually dealing. Obviously there were moments where you can only stall because you can only have that so many good units, and it starts getting, oh boy, you know, where it starts getting this guy is now, this guy can't tank against anyone. You can only do so much, but still it was fun to play it as offensive as possible. Well, 2 of those Lancers went up, so I can snack them. It is not necessary for Keaton to get those level ups, but it is always nice to have in case he needs to emergency tank anything. Like for Generation 1 parent, he's actually usable. Like it's not like Odin where you get the child and run off to the distant sunset. Like Keaton is viable. Is really viable. Even with those mediocre stats, he has enough speed to not get doubled. He has enough strength and defense to tank a choke point, and you know, he also comes with a good mother, good daughter, good mother, Jesus. That's me, man. Me in a nutshell. I like writing overall, tone and music way more. Obviously, in terms of gameplay, this game wins in landslides. Yeah. What? I missed 2 times a 90% chance? You gotta be kidding me, right? This did not just happen, right? 2 times a 90% chance. 2 times. You gotta be kidding me, right? This is what? And I can't use this guy because, you know, he's low on HP. Okay. The game is actively sabotaging you, yeah. I just want to show what I want to do. 2 times 90%. Like, there's gotta be a limit on how many times you're gonna screw me over. Oh man. Yeah. So. So. Whew, I guess, yeah. Oh yeah, the only issue I can say that Keaton has is the designation as a beast unit. Outside of that, he can tank things. He can tank things proper. And if you tell me he can't, he has enough HP. Like if you have Mozu as another, if you make Mozu a fortress knight or you know a general, she won't be able to tank anything because she has no HP. That's all there is to it. HP is an important stat. And Keaton has defense and HP, so he's always gonna he's a perfect defensive unit. Even if he takes damage, he can do it, and he has dodge plus 10. Like, how can you beat dodge plus 10? He can even tank berserkers. This is something a lot of people can't do because there's a slight chance of getting critted. You know, he has 10% dodge. That's the icing on the cake. Like he's a good counter to berserkers. He has enough HP to get to survive one hit, and he has enough defense to, you know, enough speed, enough defense, enough HP to tank one hit, and he doesn't get critted like 24/7 hours. In 24/7 hours, 24/7 hours, 24 hours, 7 days in a 7 days in a week. Like this is the icing, man. This guy's good. My next run, if I ever do my next run, and it's gonna be a complete casual run, which is a casual lunatic run, I gonna use this guy. I gonna use this guy as much as possible. I have to question myself whether he's actually good or not, because I have praised him that much. This can't be. Like, it can't be that Keaton is actually good. I have to make a mistake. There has to be a mistake somewhere. You know, Valuria is unarguably amazing, but Keaton can't be that good. Keaton can't be A+. Like, it can't be. I gotta make sure that I'm right. If I'm not right, then God, good that I'm not right. Yeah, I'm praising this guy way too much, alongside Sigbert, obviously. Sigbert as the perfect engineered unit to counter Faceless. If you have to decide onto who's tanking or who's countering a Faceless, I say Sigbert. Sigbert is the person. Sigbert is the person that can tank them. Sigbert is by far the best unit to be able to tank and kill Faceless on a day-to-day basis. I'm tired. I'll talk to you again another time. Alright, Leudo, thanks for staying. I tried doing this as fast as possible. I wish I could have done it while you were here, so you can at least see my exploits, so I can brag about it and smile and laugh, feel good about myself. Anyways, you can see it in the VOD if you ever decide to watch the VOD, which probably you won't. This is fine though. This is evil. Damn, man. Valuria got the debuff. That's fine though, because I use Keaton. I use Keaton for this side because Keaton has the ability to heal his HP and he gets the most out of it. Done and done. I used to put Sigbert on this side because he gets ignored, but Keaton, that the best part about this is that the Wolf Signer gets a heal. Gets a heal every other turn, and every other turn happens to be after the thing shoots its laser, so it's perfect. Like, this is perfect. Like, if you know, the Wolf Signers are probably the best units you can use for the last chapter because they can tank and heal up the damage they take from the laser shoot. I'm also out for the day. Psyched to see what you're going to play next. All right, man. Thanks for staying that long. So, I wanted to end the stream a little faster. I hope I can do it. Oh man, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So obviously the thing we need to do right now is to put Niles. Wait. Oh yeah, I made a mistake. I made a blunder. This guy is supposed to go down here. Oopsie. Oopsie. Yeah, oopsie. We can do this. No biggie. Now that no one's here anymore, I don't want to do this. No joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't do it. 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I have to put them next here. So this is gonna be a little, you know, scuffy. But we need this rescue to happen right here. Right here. Perfect. I saved it. Alright, the laser comes. Keaton gets attacked. He doesn't die though and regenerates his HP by the next turn. Oh, they don't die. Usually Ophelia is able to kill them, but I guess she couldn't, which is fine. So what happens now is... Wait, did you beat the regular or did you rely on rescue? I did beat it regularly. I didn't do rescue strats. That's why I wanted to explain what I did. Because there's quite a lot to unfold there. Yeah, just go to sleep. You can see the bot. I think I'm now ready to explain it properly. So yeah. Faces are broken. Hey Yellow, yeah, faces are broken, man. Faces are the Mary Sues of Conquest. Anyways, this is a lot bigger issue than I thought it would be, because there are a lot more people alive. Yeah, man. That's not good. Anyways. We need to buff this guy and place him over here. Wait. No. I can place. Okay, wait. We got it. Just a second. Just had to think. So he kills this thing. Good, doesn't get hit. So Lei can go down there, and we just take care of all those thingies here, because she can't do it. Dang it! Give me a second. Yeah, wait. Give me a second. I almost got it. Here, we kill with Keaton. This thing. Yes, we can kill. Sigbert can kill that thing. Okay, wow, that's quite an accomplishment. I'm gonna skim through it tomorrow. Have a good one. Yeah. But I had to use rescue staffs, but not for the rescue strat. For my rescue strat, not for the rescue strats that everyone else does. It was tough though. So the reason why I placed Niles here and Nina here, that she had to rescue in this spot, because Niles can reach the second mate that has the enfeeble staff on this turn. So it is for having as fast as a possible progress. So because we don't have to deal with this, we can do this. We can kill this mate before those guys arrive as a support. So we don't get debuffed, we only get frozen, and we can deal with that. We cannot deal with the debuffs too much, because those guys are the first hurdle onto a really bad day. So yeah, I did this. You know, this is a lot faster. And also this also Mozo has Amaterasu for a specific reason. So those guys are still max HP. Yeah, they have more than enough HP. That's not too great. I used to bait those guys with you know, Darren, but I can bait those guys with Soleil. So, you know, I can bait with Soleil because she can kill two of those. If she's placed like this, I can get rid of the silver clubs here. The two of the silver clubs, and the magic guys will just shoot at her on long range. It's not gonna change anything. It's gonna change much. You're just gonna feel like slightly uncomfortable or stuff like that. So the reason why I placed Darren next here is because I don't have a vulnerable, so I need to drink that. And she doesn't need a blessed lance, by the way, to kill Faceless. She can kill Faceless by virtue of her insane strength. She has enough strength so she doesn't die to those things. It's crazy, I tell you. It's absolutely bonkers. The virtue of her being incredibly strong. So Mozu needs to be placed right where we can heal. Right here. Right here. So we rescue stuff. And then we're gonna attack? No. We're gonna... What do we do? Yeah, I guess we have to attack. We have to separate so we can heal Ophelia. So she's gonna stay out here, and you know, Percy's probably gonna get a bunch of damage, sadly. But nothing you sadly can't prevent. Good job, never mind. So he's gonna charge a laser beam of bow. She's gonna be stuck there, and the thing what we do now is we're gonna let ourselves get attacked. That's the second thing. So first thing, we have a faster setup with the Enfeeble. The second thing, if we get hit the first time we take the hit. I have Amaterasu on Mozu because I want to heal the damage out, and yeah, and also because of that, yeah, damage healing out. And we try and move Niles to the left side. It does actually not matter that we put up the gate or put up... No, it does matter to put up the gate or put it not. You will see. Because if we don't activate it in the beginning, it means we don't have to push this faster, or we are not forced to go to those. We have this and this and this by the end of my strategy. We have a lot of open space, which is my main goal. My main goal to have. So, but obviously we have to take care of this guy. Can't just let him run around home free. Luria could kill. Keaton could also kill. So let's see. So first is Niles, obviously. We need to separate Niles from Mozu so she can heal. And then see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he can reach. So we're gonna place him somewhere. Doesn't really matter as long as Mozu is in the range of healing. So right. Separate right here. We're gonna put Arthur on this side because Arthur's not used anyways. So if he takes the damage, that's fine. Oh, something happened. Ams, hey Ams, my boy. Hey Ams. Sadly, you know, there's not much to do here. I'm close to about to finish the stream if I'm done explaining. Hey everyone. By the way, I don't do the rescue strat, so this is taking a little bit. Mozu's up here, so she can take the damage, and we need someone to finish this guy off. Keaton sadly can't do it, but he can regenerate his HP over here. Who can deal with this? Yeah, Laszlo. Good old friend. Take a damage. Get shot, get hit. Lethality can always proc, huh? Huh? Lethality? Huh? Alright. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So we take care of this guy. And then Niles is gonna be in range. We're gonna keep everyone close to Mozu for the aforementioned reason. And this guy right here, for some reason, you know, he can stay there. We end our turn. You get ass blasted by the super beam. I don't care. You know, that's just how it goes. You know, sometimes you get ass blasted. So we placed everyone around Mozu again, you know, for the Amaterasu heal. We are not gonna use the First Blood. The Faceless are not gonna be a problem, don't worry. They probably are. She's might be. So those guys are starting to move now. Those guys are starting to move. By the end of this turn, they're gonna reach this side here. And they're gonna be a huge problem. With the enfeebled staff still alive, it would be a much bigger problem, but now we can just, you know, we can just put Niles here in the front line, kill this thing, kill it spectacularly, and then rescue with our last rescue staff. But we have to place it a little bit better. So we're gonna equip the Beast rune, because she deals 59 damage, 30 times 2, enough to kill the faces in one round, which we need in order to not get overwhelmed by them on the left side. And she takes 3 damage, so they attack her. Just a heads up, if you don't take damage, they're gonna ignore you. They're gonna walk past you. So that's pretty nice. And we're not gonna use the Beast Stone because she's gonna lose strength and skill for the stats. She needs those stats for later. Anyways, a lot of our units are injured. We have to place Mozu perfectly so everyone gets healed. And ensure that ensure that we can get rid of the first Bow Knight by placing this guy over here. Might get a support as well. Let's see. Yeah, we can place him over here. We can use one of those really good vulnerables. I only have vulnerables because I don't have money. Okay. If I had money, I would play this game. I would play this game like a madman. I would buy elixirs left and right. But I'm poor boy. Okay. Poor boy does not have money. He does not have money. So, Sigbert is an interesting case, because if you buff him, he has enough defense so those guys ignore him, even with the Blessed Lance. So you don't want to buff him. He works as a standalone unit, which is really, really good. You know, that's an upside, by the way, that he can work by himself. We're gonna place Soleil next to him, it's because Soleil, like I said, Soleil can one-shot them 20 times over with Vengeful Naginata. Just gonna do this like this. Equip the Blessed Lance. Realistically speaking, if Sigbert doesn't miss, he's gonna kill those 2 faceless, or Soleil is gonna kill those 2 faceless. Doesn't really matter as long as they die. If they are alive, we have a problem. By the virtue of us having to deal with more people, can't do all the things here, and it's stressful, you know, stressful life. Oh, anyways, I almost forgot about the rescue. Almost forgot about the rescue. A good thing I remembered this. All right. He has to be placed right here. So right on the left. Right. It's better. Fine by me. For Mozu's Amaterasu, you know, Amaterasu shenanigans. Oh boy, Shiva with those emotes. Don't have emotes. Poor boy. I'm a poor boy. I only have Nim's emotes. Anyways, they should charge up the second shot. What happens next is what I expected. Yeah, what I expected. So one random person gets frozen, and you know, obviously it's this guy. But you know, that's as expected. They all walk right into my trap. The issue here is now that, you know, as you can see, how do we deal with this? We can't push forward because if we push forward, those guys will start attacking us, and those guys will start attacking us. We can't afford that, not yet. We have to do this after this turn. Also, the laser beam of death is approaching us, so no one can be placed on this side, or at least, you know, if there's a person placed on this side, he has to survive whatever those 3 can throw us. So I thought, you know, we can freeze those 2 here. just to summarize it a lot faster than I already take. Just freeze them in space and time. As simple as that. So Valyria will do this instead of Keaton because Valyria has much more resistance. If we freeze them, that doesn't mean they can't attack. They will attack Valyria because she has she will attack Valyria and or Keaton, who has a lot less resistance. Can't afford that, you know. It's not cool. We obviously, now that this guy is stuck in place, we need to activate the thing. So Did I do the same mistake twice? No, we have sick bird. Shush everyone. Shush everyone. We have sick bird. I'm not stupid yet. I'm not bad yet. I still got it. So nice, doesn't deal enough damage. I could heal. We don't but no, we need double freeze. Give me a second. How did I do this? Dear God, this is difficult. So yeah, this is a bit difficult. Freeze. Anyways, we have to freeze. Nonetheless, those guys are more dangerous than the archer guy, shoot guy. We could technically try and kill this boy, but you know, with all of our people being injured, and we have you know, very few options to actually tackle this. I'm pretty sure they're. How did I do this? This is the tricky part, which I lost a lot of times. This is one of the tricky parts, and I gotta think. This is a huge issue that this guy's still breathing. I could technically kill with Soleil. Yeah, I could technically do it. Or should I push forward? Did I do the push forward strat right there? I have no idea. No, not November. I lost. No. Nothing. You didn't hear anything. Just the ramblings of an old man. Ignore the old man. How did I do this? Oh, my brain. my poor brain. Did I push now or did I push later? Disappointed. That's just how it goes, friend. It's just how it goes, friend. You win some, you lose some. And sometimes you just lose immediately. Yeah, I think I did this. Gone. Like, there's a lot of memorization. And color me surprised if I actually manage to remember something at one point. Can't kill this boy. We can freeze him though in space and time. We have here the thing. Right here. We can freeze those guys now. Or we can try and kill. But can we kill? We can't really kill, right? Or can we? We need to buff those guys. Or do we need to buff those guys? No, we need to buff those two guys. We need to buff Soleil because she's in the middle of the thing. Do we put a support here? God, I wish I could remember things. God, I wish I could remember things, man. Dude, have you gotten any progress in Hell? No. No time for all of this. Had to do this. Had to use all my brain capacities just to pass this thing. It's impossible, by the way. But dear God, what do I do now? What the heck, dude? That's just how it goes, dude. Just how it goes. Do we? Let's see. Stop playing Fire Emblem and effing grind. But grinding is not fun. Suffering and being angry at the game is more fun. I like being in pain and suffering, huh? You can't judge me. I like being in pain, suffering, and I enjoy this thoroughly. It's cool, man. It's cool. I could technically kill this guy and then freeze those two guys. Is it worth the push? Is it worth? Can I do it? Is it actually good? Yeah, let's do this. We did lose a bunch of stats already, so I don't want to risk him losing any more stats. Gotta be careful. My brain. Extension materials. All right. Me brain, okay? Me brain has to think how I did this in the past. Me brain has to think this fun right now. I finished the game, by the way, in the first 5 minutes of the stream, but I guess I can pretend that I didn't do it. I can pretend being actually good at video game. So that's cool though. So can we kill this guy somehow magically? Plus Babylonia Saints Quartz is only 4 hours left. Oh really? Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, I should totally do them. Oopsie. Ah yes, yes. Good old me. Oopsie. Oopsie, gotta do this. Oopsie. Oopsie, man. I can't do oopsie. Can't. I'm sorry. I can't do this. Stuff like that just happens. Oh well. Shake my head. Nah, I don't care really. This is for me games like these I always play in searches, and after a while I just grow tired. But no, I'm not gonna stop playing those games, obviously. But for me it's been always like that. I lose interest, I gain interest really fast. I'm an old man. No, I'm a short attention span old man. That's the next level, man. So I think we got it better now since the Paladin is here. Everything works as intended. Yes. No, I don't want to get ass blasted with Laszlo. Would appreciate not. You don't care? No, it's fine. If I miss out something, it's my fault. If I fuss too much over it, it's just gonna be awful for me. It's gonna be more annoying. So whatever, man. Just take it easy. So I will obviously finish the stream and then try and attempt to do the Babylon, but in general I've gotten a lot more calm these days. I've gotten a lot more calm as in if I miss out something, it's fine. This artificial time gate of resources is something that you should not fret over, because of the fact that this is just something that is forced upon you. It is not something that you have to do. So yeah. Oh yeah, the next issue. Oh yeah, I forgot the next issue. How do we do this? Give me a second. So we pushed. So the reason why I pushed forward with Soleil and almost lost her in the run was because I need to push those guys here. They need to die, and I just realized something. This guy is still alive, so I have a problem here. How did I do it last time? I did push it on the right like that on turn 4, on turn 7. I did push really fast, which is the main thing, the main goal. You gotta push fast, kill a lot of dudes, and then hope that you don't lose the video game. Although I'm not sure who can tank that. Give me a second. Can you tank it? No, you can't. Can you tank it? Oh, why, yes. Why, yes, he can. Really good. Alright. But I need a certain item to drop for 1 SQ. What is it? Then I guess I missed it out. 1 SQ gone. Like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. If I can't get it in time, whatever, man. It's 1 SQ. Don't let yourself get get cornered by the artificial time gates. Just have a good time. God, I have to use all my 7 brain cells. Unbelievable. So what I did for sure is use this guy, rushed him in, killed the things in cold blood, killed this thing. So the problem is this guy has a beast killer. Obviously we can't rush in with beasts all around, which means everything that is on a horse or everything that is designated as a beast, like Valuria, they get big boy damage from the beast slayer. Not good, painful, hurts a lot. But also the problem is we also have those casters here that we have to entrap now. Well, that's the other issue we have. So I have to possibly think of a way to accomplish all of our goals in a single turn. If possible. if possible, yeah. So yeah, and in the worst case, they're gonna push this side. They're gonna try and push this side. We can use Camilla to block. No, we can't use Camilla. We can use Camilla to block this. We just need Soleil to somehow be alive at the end. That's fine. Okay, we got Camilla here. We got Percy here. We're gonna entrap those two guys. We're gonna kill this guy. The Beast Slayer is gonna be left, who's gonna attack Valuria with a 100% chance, because we have to somehow push this forward. You know, at one point those guys will be annoying, and we cannot kill them with your everyday baby man strats. 2 missions that require drop 4 on skill. How many times has the combi effed you up so far? Not even. The one thing that effed me up was are those guys. Like, my worst enemy would be Malignite, because Malignites kill me all the time in this game. And Dark Knights, but Malignites are a lot worse. Yeah, Malignites are the bane of my existence. I see. Okay. We gotta think for a second. I'm sorry. Because, can we kill them without Mozu? I'm not sure. We have to transfer Arthur to the other side. That means we can't actually get to... Wait a minute. Ooh, I got an idea. Ooh, I got a big brain idea. I got 2 big brain ideas. I got 1 big brain idea. I got no big brain ideas. I give up. I lost really quick. Anyways. Oh, this is requiring me a little bit of a... What do I do here? I can move this guy. Is he shooting right now? No. Alright. We only need to kill this guy somehow. We can do this by... Do we do this like this? No, we wanna magic them. Magic this guy with Horsey Spirit. Alright. Kill this boy with Beast Rune, taking a lot of damage. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Alright. So what's the next one? Not being able to see chat and you replying makes it look like you're crazy old man. Oh yeah, I forgot I disabled it because it didn't work the last time. Where is it? Here it is. Here we go. I'm sorry. It's just an old man. So. Alright, the next thing is we need room. We need room. Alright. Man, games suck. So, games suck. So, unbelievable, bro. I'm trying my best over here. But game big headache. Game give me big headache as to how to proceed further. Because so basically what the problem is, I have to put Mozu over here, but Mozu can attack those 2 guys. So she's an archer, she shoot arrow shoot bird fall down, bird dead. But she can't do it if her turn is already over. So we only have this person that can do it. But no, this person is entrapping. So we can't actually do it. Probably we need her to still do things, and we need him to still do things. But like I said, it doesn't work if, you know, bird, if I have to change, you know, Arthur over. I could technically change Selena over too, which makes sense. Makes sense. I do it. Good job, me. I'm smart enough to realize my own mistakes. Pat my own back. So we kill the Master Ninja because he has the debuff stacking skill, which is really fun and really entertaining. Trust me. So, and the next plan is obviously gonna be, we need to entrap both of those dudes. I was planning on entrapping the ninjas instead, but the ninjas only have a 7% chance, 70% chance or whatever. So yeah, this is a little better, but it has to hit, and if it doesn't hit, we are so screwed. We're so infinitely screwed. The oh so good times are over now, you know. Gonna shoot the arrow. Big brain moves, buying games, something you don't own. What? Big brain move, buying games for something you don't own. What? Yeah. Not being able to see. What? Buying games for something you don't own. Yeah. It's a big brain move. I gotta, you know, agreed. Agreed. So, big brain move. So, actually, huge IQ move. So the next issue is obviously gonna be, how do we kill this thing? Because this guy has to go to this side so we can switch over to that side. Ah, we have Niles. No, we can't use Niles because Niles dies in one hit. Yeah. Give me a second. Okay, Laszlo, we need you to attack this boy. If you kill it, it's just cool, but you know, doesn't have to happen. So, this guy shoot this guy shoot arrow at person. With 99% chance. If you miss, I'm hating you. Good job, dude. So, this guy go over to that side so we can transfer Camilla over there so we don't get, you know, we don't get animal killed by the beast slayer, and then we have to put, you know, this guy over here because Valuria get animal killed instead. Gotta be careful, you know. Animal killers all over here, all over our faces. It's not cool, man. So he's preparing the laser beam, and technically we should survive. And good job, me. Fantastically so, we did it. So the problem is, if you do this later than what I did, you're gonna be pushed back further and further until the Manic Light arrives, the real evil one. But now that we did this first, we have only one more ninja left that can, you know, that we can trigger. And you see the room is pretty empty right now. It just has giant dudes here. They don't appreciate me, you know. Giant dudes are just giant dudes. Whatever, man. And we have this guy stuck there, who's even more stupid because he's on this side. Obviously, this guy, it's bad that he turned this way, but we can work with that. And there's no more ranged unit if we take care of this guy, which, you know, I think we can do. Give me a second. Does it work? Could we technically kill this thing? Just a second. We obviously give me a second. Brain. So here, first we have to kill this boy, risking of us getting hit by the lightning strike, by Takumi's lightning strike of Bane in existence. It's fine. Ignore that. You know, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't even hurt. Shrug it off. Shrug it off like a madman you are. So the second one is. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Really not good. Just gotta heal, right? Can she survive? Can this guy survive? Can he kill? The plan is, by the way, we need to kill this boy somehow. You know, he has to die at one point. So I'm gonna switch over Mozo to the other side, shoot this guy, and then have a block. So this guy attacks Mozo and blocks, and no one has a long range attack, and everything's fine. Good ending. But the problem is, how much damage does he take, and do I lose the block? Is the other question. I could also just lose the block, which would be even worse for me. And we also have to trigger the thing at one point. Anyways. So technically we don't have a block. But it should be fine because we can one-shot this guy instead, which is good. They you know, let me see. Let me use my big brain calculations. 52, 59. We have an advantage against Lance. So they deal 50 damage if they trade away. 50 damage against small Mozu is gonna be 29. It's 51. She survives with 1 HP. Technically. She needs a second heal. She definitely needs a second heal to survive. Have you done Babylona Master Yi missions? That I didn't. Someone told me and my friend if we wanted to buy a knife off of them. What? Give me a second. There's a lot of things I missed out. I know you said you didn't care if you missed out the queue, but here's a guide for Babylona. Thanks, man. I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna save it. Someone told me and my friend if I wanted to buy a knife off of him. Don't buy a knife off of a person. If it has blood on it, it is definitely gonna be so they can sue you instead. So don't do it. Never buy a used knife. Never. Have you done? No. They expire in 14 minutes. What? 14 minutes? Didn't Purpose say in 4 hours? Oh, I guess they're gone. I guess I missed them out. You lost 10 quads. Oh, fine by me. Whatever, man. I've got worse things happening to me. Fine by me. If I thought I had more time. What can I do about this? Life is all about missing out opportunities, I guess. So the next problem is obviously going to be Soleil not being able to have enough HP to tank those things. And she's the go-to option for me to close the choke point. But we don't have heals, you know. Does anyone have any heals left? Like a good heal? The good medic pack, you know. Don't mind if it's used or not. I just need a medic pack. This guy is gonna hurt Soleil a lot. And I can't really prevent this. If I decide to place her in there. She has 29 HP. Onto 12 is an effective 41 defense, which is not enough to survive a Silver Lance. I have to place this guy over here. As much as I hate it because he's really weak, but you know, we can make him strong. It's workable. I didn't know that they expire in 40 minutes, you know. Yeah. Purple said it's 4 hours. But I guess, you know. Oopsie. That's wrong, by the way. Looking at the Barbarian mission, they say 4 hours. Alright. Now, who do I believe? Like, what the heck? give me some, you know, you know, consistency over here. Can't believe all of them at once. I'm looking at it right now. Alright. Then we have a liar over here. Liar, pants on fire. Screw you. So, give me a second. This requires some sort of calculations over. So this guy deals. This Camilla gets 3 attack, or 2 attack from the pair up. He only gets 1 attack from the pair up. No attack from the pair up. So we're gonna switch over Sigbert to the other side. He gets 5 additional damage because of her personal skill plus 3, and then he gets another 2 from the pair up, which makes him now deal 25 damage times 2, which is not enough to 1 round. We need 2 more damage, 5 more damage. We can get 1 from the rally from this guy, and the other one from praying. We can't do it, sadly. Wait a minute, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I give up. So we do this. We sadly can't do it any better than that. We have to, you know, hope for RNGs and stuff like that. Give me a second. Let's move this guy away. Alright, yeah. We can't make him a one-shot unit. But hey. Now he still has time. I don't have timers since I finished them all. Alright. Everyone read it saying they expire in a few minutes. What the heck? Is it a fake now? Am I lied upon by multiple people trying to make a paper laugh out of me? You know, trying to make the funnies. You know, paper laugh, you didn't know, and he still doesn't know. Like, I honestly still don't know. Confused boys. So, what's the next situation? Now, look at this. It is turn 9, and what I've accomplished is I cleaned up the field. The only thing that it's left is one big chunky silver dude, and that's all there is to it. The rest is a one-rounded aim. I am able to one-round every single one of those guys with Soleil, Valuria, or with you know, Sigbert. Like, those guys are not even a problem. My team is so small, it is so thick in power, it is so mighty that they can just ignore all of those faces and kill him in 1 hit. Granted, I have to get there first. Granted, all that funny jokies and the funny ha-has can only work if I actually manage to beat all of them. So give me a second while I figure out how do I do this. Obviously we can heal now, and you know, I need some space over here, so we can use this guy to nuke the ever living hell out of this thing. Why haven't you beat the game? He doesn't know paper love. Frick you. Why didn't I beat the game? Look at the game. Do you think it's easy to beat the game? Do you think I can just do it, forehead? Like, that's an entire different issue. I can't just forehead do it. As a, you know, it just doesn't work like that. It is a really difficult, friend. Really, really difficult. So. Oh. So I switched over Camilla to the other side because Camilla is the best Soleil support. Look at the damage. And look at the damage she gives in return. Good. Very good job, me. So she's gonna... Alright, she needs heals. So my general strategy is all of those guys will die to Soleil. But if Soleil doesn't proc her soul, she's dead. I hope she does proc her soul. I would feel really, really sad if this wouldn't have happened. We would make a boy really sad. We only have one X as well. And we have one Valuria, so you have to go to this side. Alright. Plan ZT, everyone. We shoot this guy in the face. He is extremely dead. He's absolutely, extremely, unironically super dead. And we can we can abuse the RNG because this guy won't attack Percy because he has an hammer. So he's gonna attack Soleil, and this is something we have to abuse, and we will abuse, because we don't want this guy to move to this side. We want this guy to stay here because Soleil has a chance to crit him and tie and kill him in one hit. Granted, it is a chance, so you know it can always not work, but hey. Anyways, good job, Laszlo. I mean, you know, at the very least he does stuff now. It took him a while, but he does stuff now. So we have to block the left side because, you know, because of obvious reasons, and the right side has to push forward. Everything is established. Valuria again is not strong enough without Keaton, but we can put Keaton right next there. So, as a matter of fact, I can do it like this, and then I put Keaton over here. Oh, I just realized something. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, we need an emergency plan. Everyone, we need an emergency plan. Alright. So Keaton instead will go over here, equipping the B stone, because they can reach Laszlo, and Laszlo doesn't like getting hit. As a matter of fact, he most likely will die. And something unprecedented, I know people dying in video game. Oof. But hey. Stuff like that happens, I guess. We buff up, and then we probably gonna use a heal on Soleil instead. This Valuria can survive. She's a freaking strong lady. She doesn't take any damage. It would be preposterous to think she would lose HP. But let's see. The next problem is 53 on 26. They take 13 damage each. She survives. Everything's good. Life is good because Marth exists. Imagine Marth wouldn't exist. I would have been done with this. My life would have been over. Get the rally up. We don't need to see what happens next. The shoot arrow guy prepares to shoot arrow bow, and you know, tries to hurt me. I don't like getting hurt, you know. It's just a personal preference. If you guys like getting hurt, and it's on you. But you know, me personally likes to be intact, my body intact, and my life still there. So we shoot thing at this guy as well. We don't like him as much, you know. He insulted me, so I'm shooting at him. Why do I do this? Because we want to push forward. We don't want to stay back all the time. At one point we have to go forward. Does mean we need someone to be there, sadly. Which does trigger this ninja, but this is something that, you know, was expected. Hey, we got someone. Here you go, friend. You tank him. You do it, friend. So Laszlo can take care of this guy, or if he wants to. I want to see what the sacrificial knife actually does, because I actually never used it. I just lose XP life, right? Doesn't even hurt. Now, I sacrificed my blood to an eldritch godlike creature before. Doesn't really hurt, man. I do this all the time. Just shrug it off, man. Just an elder eldritch creature goddess personality thing. Doesn't hurt. Happens all the time, man. Now, you don't know how many times a person asks me, you know, while they walk down the alleyway, would you like to join this cult? And I just say yes, and then I leave right after. Easy, man, easy. Shrug it off. Eldritch lolly. No, that would assume something entirely different. Wait a minute. With my Omega brain, I have surmised that whoever's gonna be here is not gonna be able to kill anything. And we have to get rid of this guy. Potentially sending someone to his death. Here. Yeah, Selena, you can take some damage. Because we still have to, I just realized, we still have to deflect the... Oh yeah, wait, oh yeah, wait, yes? No? Maybe? Yeah. Yes. I agree. So, Keaton, do you want to go and attack this guy? Yes, you want to. Do it. I'm gonna combine with Niles over here, and then we're gonna swiftly change over to the others. We don't want Valuria to lose the stats. She's important, you know. That's a whole other issue. If you sacrifice someone like Percy, Percy's fine. Percy did his job well. He served his purpose. Now he's pretty much only a defensive beatstick. a thing that does defensive things. No, that's his job's over. But if we're talking about you know, Valuria, she's too important. You know, too important for all of that jazz. Gotta need to make sure that we survive all of that. Anyways, we brave X, and you're still not done after yesterday. Yes, because it's really difficult. Did you guys know that this might be the last mission, and the last mission is usually difficult? I don't know if you ever played video games, but if there's a last end boss fight, it's usually a boss fight with a lot of HP, and he's tanky and he's strong, you know, stuff like that. I mean, you know, assuming you would ever play video games. No, you might not play video games. It's on me. I have no knowledge of your life. You could do whatever. So where's the Malignite? I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit too fast, because the Malignite is supposed to appear right there and then. Yeah, I might be a bit too fast. Huh. Well, whatever. All his stats are bloated now. They're gone. 7 rounds is not enough to recover from everything. He's useless now. But that's fine. I sacrificed him for the future that we have ahead of us. A future where this guy is totally dead. Totally, extremely, omegally dead. And I appreciate that future. Good future. So, we shoot arrow at guy and see if he dies. If it works, then he's totally dead. Cool. Totally dead dude. I only know mobile games. What's a video game? Yeah. I one-turn every Fire Emblem GBA game final boss. Yeah, because those are easy. ever figured out that the Fire Emblem games are actually super easy? just a heads up, you know. Just a heads up over here. If someone feels terribly disgusted and insulted by my statement, I apologize, but that's just how it is. You win some, you lose some, and sometimes it's not difficult enough. So the next problem is obviously going to be this thing. They're going to stack debuffs on top of each other, and one of them has the ability to reduce our HP by half. If we are able to kill all of them, I would do so, and then decide to push forward and kill the mate. But I'm not sure if we can, and we have to choose a sacrifice for our HP. Like, one person has to die. One person has to lose all the HP. Let's hope that we can kill with the weapon. Crit please. Crit please. Fine by me. Video game wants to do it like that. Fine by me. No, not the first time I had this happening to me. Because now this guy can shoot and kill. Wait, this guy can shoot and kill anyways. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you shoot and kill this guy. This plan will still go. The plan is still a go. Yeah, this is finally we can use Ginyu Kebab. Everyone asking what the heck Ginyu Kebab is. I show you. The might of Ginyu Kebab. Wait. Before that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the might of Ginyu Kebab. Let's go. We shoot this guy. We shoot this guy, or do we shoot this guy? Who do we shoot? Do we shoot forward guy? But then we take damage, you know. I don't like damage. I don't like getting hurt. Hurt feels painful. Just win already. Do you think I can just walk in there and kill everyone? I mean, technically you can with a cheese strategy, but you know it's called cheese strategy, alright? Because you're cheesing it. That's the heads up, you know. Unbelievable. So, everything is cool. Oh, we can't kill. You gotta be kidding me. Hey, can you kill? He can kill. He's gonna be our major sacrifice. Sigbert, I thank you so much for being my major sacrifice. Your stats are gonna be so awful. You're gonna have 2 speed at the end of this mission. You're gonna have 2 speed and 2 speed and 1 stat point. I feel sorry for you, but as sacrifices must be made. Won't be able to use them anymore anyways. Just let some die. No. I flex on everyone by not letting anyone die. Like super flex. Super flex. Tape. Really durable, Good stuff. Thoroughly recommended. So. And we can kill with Keaton now. I don't want to attack with Nina to weaken because she will lose her magic, and I would not like to lose with her losing all the magic. So. Oh, do we get laser beam to death now? No. I'm too fast. I'm too fast now. Boys, I have no idea what happened. I'm way too fast. I was not supposed to reach this without the Malignite. The Malignite is supposed to come here. I'm acting also. Oh, Malignite. I'm acting all surprised about the Malignite, Oh, my dear God, this poor guy. Holy jeez. Minus 14, man. I told you one has to die for all of the sins. One has to die for the sins. And it's sadly it's this guy. And don't worry. My superior strategy will lead to victory. Because the next problem is obviously going to be this guy. This guy saying hello, This is a really tough guy to beat, by the way. But there's one thing we can do. There's one strategy that is something that no one can think of outside of me. So I praise myself for it, okay? Gotta praise myself every now and then. gotta give myself a pat in the back, We gonna, since the usual plan was the Malignite was supposed to arrive 2 turns earlier, so I can kill him, and then we can rush them to death. But now they're here, we can do it something else. We can let someone die, use Bifrost to revive him, and then have a good time. For that, we need to kill all 3 of them, and possibly all 6 of them, and possibly all 3 of them as well. So we don't, we don't lose too many stats, and we don't die too fast to other things. So yeah, our plan is now to rush and kill, if it's possible. Like Sigbert, Percy is pretty done. Poor boy, he can't double. We can change that fact that he can't double. We can stat boost everyone. But what can we do here? We can give Mozu 1 movement. We can rally. We can also push back. The thing is, we don't have to push forward, but I would like to push forward because I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. It doesn't feel good to wait. Just rush to Takumi. Do you think those boulders are decorations? And this guy is a decoration. I can't rush him. I can't rush him because those guys are in between. Come on, dude. Use eyesight to see beyond the future. Use your eyesight, friend. So 6 enemies have to be killed. Can we kill all 6 enemies? I highly doubt that, and I feel like we don't have enough units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 units, and we have 9 units, 9 enemies. Everyone has to kill. If that is not a little bit too much for me, I have no idea. Oh, this is gonna be tough, man. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough. Oh, Keaton can't move that way. All right, fine. Ah. Oh. All right, fine. I do this. I'm doing this now. I'm doing this now, people. My eyesight is very bad. Can't use. It's bad, man. All right, that's fine. Can he move to the other side? I can't move to the other side. You gotta be kidding me. All right, that's a really bad one. That's a really bad one. Yeah, that's a really bad one. He can kill this guy though, and we can use Percy and Percy and Sigbert to kill those guys. All right, plan still stands. Plan still good. Gotta kill everyone though. Gotta kill a bunch of people in order for it to make effect. So yeah, he doesn't kill, but this doesn't matter if we just combine and kill with no. All right, crit. Thanks. Good. My shout out was for nothing. My cry and pain and fear and suffering was for nothing. We succeeded. Perfect. So. 3 more enemies left. Can I kill this guy? I don't think I can kill this guy without going into range. Camilla, can you kill this thing? You can't because you don't have damage. It is, makes sense because your support happens to be Felicia. We could rush and kill this guy. We can rush and kill that guy. We can now shoot this guy. But then those 2 guys are left and I can kill him. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait, what if how much speed does she have? Okay, you have 29 speed. You are able to double, right? You're able to double. Okay, next strategy. we're gonna switch over Selena to the other side, then switch back to Ophelia, and then hope that she crits. What an interesting strategy, streamer. You're smart. Hoping for a crit. Oh, or a vengeance proc also works, I guess I don't mind. Whatever works. So now what we have left is one of those guys can't move. We get laser beamed, and this guy can only kill 1 person effectively. So in my biggest brain moment, if we manage to kill all the people that can attack us outside of 1 person, only 1 person dies, so everything is good, right? Everything is cool. Life is amazing. Stuff like that. Can I kill? I can't kill outside of a crit. But there's an insurance for us. So instead of fretting over the fact that we can't kill, we're just gonna use I would like to have a higher chance. We're gonna use the Iron Lance to hit and kill this thing. Then we're gonna move Camilla to the other side. I did tell you we didn't have enough damage, but what if we change someone in there that has enough damage? Someone like Percy, and now she has enough damage. Boom. Boom. So, and then now there's only 1 debuffer left, which we can possibly kill. It is a potential chance that we can kill him. There's a slight chance that we can kill him. But we need Mozu to shoot this guy to death with a crit. And if this works, we got it. Good job. Alright, and now we can take care of the last debuffer with, Valuria. By hitting or bashing our heads in. So what happens now is pretty much one gets debuffed by a half HP and dies. And then we get laser shoot. But this doesn't matter. Blitzkrieg, yes, it's pretty much we have to fight our way through. Soleil is dead. I hate you for aiming at Soleil. You are probably the worst game possible. I hate you, game. You're a bad game. Aiming at Soleil is not good. Stupid game. Anyways. Rage and anger aside, now we can use our second, now we can use our Bifrost. Screw you, video game. Why did you aim at Soleil? Come on, dude. Hey, why did you aim at Soleil? Gotta be kidding me. This actually makes me angry for no reason. This actually makes me. They aimed at Soleil. Stupid game, man. Game is bad. Game sucks. Aiming at sorry. I stopped now. I think Soleil also got half HP'd. So, at least we got that one going. But still, the game sucks. And now the Malignites are here. The one reason why I got angry and I almost destroyed my keyboard was because of this Malignite. So, what is the problem with the Malignite? And why I say that this is the strongest enemy in the game. This guy is the strongest enemy, not Takumi. Takumi is a freaking is a chum. You just walk up to him and he dies. This guy is the strongest enemy, but because first he has very fighter. Second, he deals +5 damage against all people that don't ride on horses. And third, he has 45 damage in general, and he's magic, and he can have 1 and 2 range. You can't counter this guy. He's uncounterable. If I have to define it really quick, if I had to say something really quick about a counter or a check in Pokemon, a check in Pokemon is if you can switch into the Pokemon and then beat him, but you can't check a Malignite. You can't beat him because he's occupied. He's accompanied by physical units. So if you use a sorcerer that has high magic resistance, this guy is gonna die to the melee guys. And if you're gonna use a physical unit, this guy gonna extremely die to this guy by a one shot. Like 50 damage is a lot. So yeah, this guy has no counters. This guy has absolutely no counters. This is something I would praise. I would call him the. If I had to define this guy, I would call him the Mewtwo of the Mewtwo of Fire Emblem. Uncounterable. Just kill him. Yeah, and now I can kill him, obviously, because everyone else is dead. But this is a team game, you know. Pokemon's the same way. You can check and you can counter Pokemons, but you can always switch out, you know. Always that thing. So, anyways, we need to kill ya, friend, and we need to kill ya good. We have to stay away from this guy's range, and we have to kill this boy. Sadly, we have no big damage. We have only this guy. He should be fine. So boom, 9 damage, 16 damage. Don't worry, he does that low damage because if you use Ginyu Gabab, who's probably one of the best magic books in the world, your magic gets half for the next fight, till the next fight. And, you know, coincidentally enough, a mage only has to do one fight in order to kill. So, and now Takumi's all by himself. What a rotten way to die, friend. What a rotten way to die. All by himself. The only things that are left is my insanity and my hatred towards this video game. No joke. It's a good game. So usually after turn 16, there's a Bazara joining on this side with counter magic and counter. But you know, we are already at step 2. We're already at step 0, so we can safely walk in. You know, we can safely walk in and kill everyone. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. So. Ooh, should I wait another turn? I could wait another turn. I don't mind. I can wait another turn so we can prepare properly. You know? Yeah, it's fine. You know, we lose it. Nah. Yeah, no. Guys, anyone? Imagine if you had Fortify. Hey, Fortify would help me, but I don't care. It doesn't matter too much. We could technically kill. We are technically at kill range. Dudes. No, we finished today. Like, why would we delay something if we can do it now? Oh wait, we have to delay it because Moses has to turn into a sniper. Alright. Back up, everyone, back up. She needs to be a sniper first. This guy is so dead, by the way. This guy is absolutely 100% super dead. There's not gonna be his magic arrow shooty bow damage will not gonna save him. It's just not gonna save him. So Valuria is here, and then we have to switch over this boy. A Dragon Vein if you want. It's not gonna help us. Camilla's going here. So absolutely 100% dead. I still wish I had a heal though, yeah, because now we're getting shooting. And shoot hurts, you know, shoot hurts a lot. Everyone is at 1 HP. You think like, oh, what? How can you tank things with 1 HP? Crazy madman. And I say, wait, Amozo's here, yeah. And I say, damn it, I can't reach. Alright. That's fine. Mozo goes and starts first. Let's see. That's why I wanted her to be the leading unit. Can I heal enough? I do have a chance of giving him good heals. Then he has to part ways. Give me a second. Here. Let's see. Soleil can finish off. Valuria. Valuria can certainly. Give me a second. Yeah, that's fine. We need to first get mend. The only mend I have. Here we go. Mend. So. Mozu can certainly injure someone now on this range, even without the loss of their stats. So we do it like this. Like this. Yeah! That's a good start. We're gonna Ginyu Kebab first. Who can take out Takumi? I'm gonna give it to Soleil. Yeah, he wants to kill me. Ooh boy, I'm so scared. Wait, what if I die? Wait a minute! No! I know. Okay, good. I thought he was. Yeah, I knew it was. You know, coincidentally enough, he got hit too. Like, what a good game. What an amazing game. Like, obviously, if he procced Vengeance, I would have lost that fight. How stupid that would be. How bad. How sad that would be. That I lose the fight because, you know, because he got the Vengeance proc on me. Oh boy. And I did, by the way, two times I triggered the dragon ref thingy. Mozu with 1 HP. She's gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot in return. Doesn't hurt. Like, no damage. Arthur can tank it with his muscular body. And then, you know, as I did with the last run, I finished it off with Soleil taking the kill because she did she did a whole lot of work here. She did absolutely amazing. And we beat the game. It only took me, it only took me an astonishing 2 hours to beat this game. Any last words, Takumi? Oh, by the way, I didn't do the rescue strat. I did have to revive Soleil back from the dead, but you know, that just happens. You have Bifrost because you use Bifrost. You don't you just keep it until the very end. Bifrost is a thing you can use. I did it. I did not cheese it. I did not cheese it at all. I beat everyone fair and square in a 1v1 fight. And, you know, all I can say is that, screw you, video game. You're so totally dead. You have to restart. Why? No one's dead.
I'm here for you.
No one's dead.
Get away!
Bam. You technically lost a unit. Oh, guess what? Last time I did this run, I didn't lose a unit. I even have the first 5 minutes on stream where I have not lost a single unit. Oh, guess what? I already did it. I'm sorry. I absolutely won that. Thank you guys for watching. This wasn't the first minutes of my stream. First 5 minutes. I just wanted to go back so I can show you how I did it. So basically, if you want to do this without the rescue strat, with the rescue cheese, you have to be incredibly offensive. You have to be aggressive, and you need at least 3 units that are able to kill faces in 1 turn. You can do it stally. I did it stally on my last run, but I did lose a unit without me being able to revive it. So yeah, this is the second option. You can do stally, or you can do push forward. Benny and Corinne are able to tank the Malignite. They are able to check them, but it is a defense Corinne with enough resistance, and Benny with very fighter. Granted, you have to level him up until up to level 20. So you need him as strong as possible. So yeah, you can stall off that. You can tank the Malignite. You can also tank the Bazaar that's joining on turn 16. It's just gonna be tougher because if you do it fast, you can skip most of the debuffs, and then you don't have to wait, because you have to, if you do it without rescue stuff at all, you have to pretty much bait out the Amphibious, which then disables the unit for the rest of the run. You have to choose someone. Mine was, Percy was the unfortunate recipient of getting super debuffed, so there's that. My last run, it was Soleil. Soleil was debuffed in the first turn on my last run, and up until the last fight, Soleil couldn't do anything. She was stuck. She was stuck with minus 21 stats, man. She couldn't do a single thing. So the important part of playing this aggressive as possible is to juggle the debuffs if you can. Manage it so you only get -4 at most, because -4 is manageable. -8 is almost impossible. So you try and separate or give the debuffs to as many people as possible. You try to not range yourself into multiple debuffs if you can, outside of you rushing like I did just there with Percy. Like, Percy was crippled. Percy was sadly crippled and died a gruesome death. But hey, Okay, story is not interesting. Me go sleep. Yeah. Thanks for watching. That's it. I'm done. I just wanted to show how I did it. It is possible. It is possible to do it without royals. I would even so far to say that the royals are sometimes crippling you because you feel like they're important, so you have to use them. And I have to say, if I had to rank Xander, Leo, and Elise, if I had to rank them, I would totally say Leo is the least strongest of them. And if you use them, he's gonna end up like a resistance boon Corinne. only good for specific niche usages. So that's the thing with this guy. And Xander is, like everyone said, is slow. I used to ask myself why it is a problem, but now I realize it is a huge issue because Sigbert can be made fast. And Sigbert is the in case Xander is fast, Sigbert is the thing that comes out of Xander. Sigbert is all that Xander is, but faster. without a Siegfried. So yeah, I can now totally understand why he would be ranked low because he's slow. But that doesn't mean he can't tank shit or stuff. He can tank a lot of things. Because he has a +6 defense and +2 resistance because of his ability. So he's always able to tank. He always stays on top of everyone. Always able to tank and always able to deal damage. Sometimes always also able to one-shot as well. Certain squishy units. So never bad at all. But yeah, if he would be fast, he would be a Ryoma, a defensive Ryoma, and that would be a little too broken. Like, then people would say, "Oh no, you use Xana. Come on, dude." Like a 35 speed, 30 strength, or 36 strength to 36 defensive Xana. You use them, obviously he's gonna be broken. Come on, dude. Like the speed is the only thing that holds him back, but all other ways I would still say he's amazing. And Elise, I have no idea. I have no idea, honestly. It is the same problem, like I said. Sorcerers, mages, or Myeonjis, whatever you want to call them, have the innate problem of being incredibly niche in usage. So Elise is probably always gonna be a good healer, a really good statted healer with a lot of damage. That's it. But she will never be able to tank anything. Like physically, she can't stand. She would be ideal if she had soul, if she could have ability to heal herself in between fights, and then had the ability to tank one faceless attack. Then she would be an amazing counter faceless. But something like this doesn't happen all the time, and you only have that many Draco shields that you have to give to your units. And I can safely say you can never go too tanky in this game. You can never go too tanky. I had a maxed out defensive Percy, and I used him constantly, and he was always dealing damage. And I had a maxed out defensive Sigbert, and I could also use him. Or 1 point before maxed out, he had 38 defense. Like I think 40 is the cap. One more Draco Shield would have made him incredibly broken. But I do have to say the faceless didn't attack him because he had too much defense. Without the blessed lance, he wouldn't have enough. He would have too much defense, so he would not be the perfect faceless killer. But yeah, that's that, and that's it. That is all I can. I'm just explaining things. You can all leave. Thanks for watching, man. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna check out the Babylon missions. I'm gonna do them off stream. Hope I can do this. We did go through the ending. I did voice everything in the beginning. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Just to show how I did it. Even less turns, by the way. 4 turns less. So it was even faster than last time.
Oh, let me help.
Oh boy, Camilla.
Did you oversleep again? Better hurry up then.
Yeah. I guess we can end it on this. We can end it on Xander, Ray.
You're just in time.
You will see.
You always had a gift for that.
Reaching his hand out to me. Yeah, this is the saying. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I almost did. You don't need to see the credits. We already saw it. I went through the explanation, Ronies. How I did it. I hope if you ever want to try Lunatic and you want to do
We're
it
told
like
to
I
make
did, then
war
you
to
know,
support
maybe
our
my
country.
steps help. What I did,
But
and maybe
it's a
using
lie.
Elise and Xana actually
told by
helps too.
those who profit from bloodshed.
Who knows?
In my reign as Nor's new king, I vow to
Almost.
seek peace and understanding.
Yeah, like the no royal run is not even
With
too
you
bad.
to guide my hand.
Thanks for watching.